Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
Ka-choo.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Gabagoo.
Yes, sir.
Gabagool.
We officially back at it. This is not Boog Nice.
Who
I'm
is it?
barely even Popster 360. Y'all
Oh,
saw
no.
that?
Transition.
Coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 212.
212.
212.
What
What
up,
up,
to
dude?
Now, everybody in the
212?
212, throw your
What
hands
up,
in the air because Fat Joe is
212?
through.
No.
Yes. What's up? Saturday night with the boys. We're back. We were all busy yesterday, and only one of us is busy today. So we're doing the show today.
We.
Who's this we?
Well, I guess it was just me then, huh? I thought everybody was just like, "Oh, that's okay. We won't do it.
Oh,
we
man.
all got stuff going on." Look at that!
I
Look at that hat. What is that? Did you get that at Lids?
I did. It's my wife's hat.
That's awesome.
A great
I was
hat.
I was really excited to give Poncho a secondary comment, but it's not real. I thought you were wearing Saitama's Opie hoodie.
Oh man, I wish.
I was like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my god!
God, could you
My
imagine? A drip
Did you
like
have
that?
to defeat? Did you have to defeat the Elite Four to actually get that hat?
I sure did.
That's so
Defending
cool.
the gate to Lids.
Oh my god, dude! Is that like some kind of denim wash? Some kind of acid wash? That's a really cool hat.
It's a nice hat. Like we got this on our I say we, it's my wife's hat. We went to Lids. I got a Mario Kart hat, which is super
Oh, you were
sick.
actually got it at Lids. Oh, that's
Yeah,
was just
I
joking.
got it at Lids.
thought
It
you
was
were going
during our honeymoon in New York. And I was like, hey, let's go to Lids, even though there's definitely one a mile from our house back home. But why not? But none of these hats were at our store. Our store sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah, they do it on purpose. Like the Lids in San Francisco is incredible, and then the Lids inside my mall is a piece of shit.
There it is.
Same 7 teams. Like, oh, okay, oh, another Yankees hat, yay!
Oh, nice. Never seen one of those.
Yeah, could you imagine wearing a Yankee? Oh, whoa!
Who even knows? How was y'all's
Well,
week?
Busy. I had a busy week.
That's it.
I sent y'all pictures. You guys know what I had going on.
That's it. Are you under
Yeah.
some sort of NDA, or can we drop some hints?
Technically no, but I was a period piece. Anyone who follows me on my like regular Instagram may have seen it. That I at least like went to the fitting and stuff. It was just like a 70s TV show.
That's cool.
It was
The
cool.
Burns,
It was very
the Burns gave it away.
The Burns were everything, dude. Burn,
Yeah.
baby, burn, indeed.
He's on the set of a sequel to a very famous film. It's called More Dazed and More Confused.
It's
Debbie
2
Does
days
Houston.
too confused.
2 days too confused.
Can't wait for Dazed and Confused 3 Tokyo Drift.
3 days, 3
Konnichiwa.
confused.
Well, I mean, you're on the right track. It is a sequel. It is the second season of a show. That's
wow.
apparently very popular. I've never heard of it, but it was cool. It's probably some of the coolest production design I've ever seen.
Wow.
Very, very
I'll be
cool.
confirmed for She-Hulk season 2, huh? Oh.
Yeah, which takes place very famously in the 70s.
Yes.
Just a little dream sequence in the last episode where she's
True.
in the intro of the old show.
I
Hey
finished
man,
She-Hulk.
anything is possible.
Anything
true.
is possible.
Anything
You're
is
right.
possible.
That, however, is pretty improbable. The
hope she
improbable
doesn't.
Hulk, you might say.
I hope she does it just to spite you. Hope
There you go.
Tatiana Maslany is listening to us, and she does it to purposely spite you and those sick sideburns.
And I'd be like, Tati, baby, come on. No.
You can't just walk out of a drive-in movie, you know. Really try to win her back.
It is something that I will be very excited to point out when it actually comes out. Because yeah, there'll be a lot of that. And the scene at least that I did yesterday was like, I'm back actually Monday and Tuesday. So if anyone watches my streams on Monday, I will not be doing a stream Monday. I need to make the announcement post and all that, which means the giveaway is going to be part of the Halloween special.
Whoa,
so
spooky!
Indeed, tricks and treats will be given out on the Halloween special. But
Remind me throughout the week to add thunder and lightning sound effects to this.
Yes.
Next week's show.
Oh yes. When we're gonna need them today because we're getting spooky with NECA.
I can't add them today, but I'll definitely
31
abuse the
days
X-Files
of
theme.
Fright.
All we have is the X-Files theme, and it's a very specific type of spooky.
Yama Hama, it's Fright Night.
Viewer beware, you're in for a scare.
There it is.
Gersperms.
Gersperms.
Gersperms. But anyway, yeah, that was my week. It was pretty solid. Yeah, 70s solid.
What about you, Rick? How was your week?
Let me try to think what I did this week. Nothing impressive. Nothing crazy. Kept it very light, very cash, very business cash, very light.
Okay.
Try not to go too crazy. Yeah, nothing nuts. It's just, you know, doing the same old two-step. You know, I'm in these thrifts, out here looking for shit.
Let me see you 1-2 step. I love it. 1-2 step.
As long as it's in the name of love.
Mm-hmm.
My week was great.
Hey Pancho, how was your week?
My week was great.
Okay.
I don't know. No, it was stressful, but still great. My boss out of town for 3 days. Really great. Which means it's exactly how it is every day because nobody bothers me every single day. But now I don't have to live in fear that somebody will come up to my area and go, "Hey, can I talk to you for a bit?" I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you're out there. You're making auras on company time, and then you're like, "Oh shit, hey, what's up?"
Absolutely
boss?
not. Hey, full disclaimer: I do not do that on company time.
No,
Just in
no.
case you're watching.
Of course not. All jokes. He doesn't.
This is a satire. Where's the
let's see.
disclaimer? Here we go. Disclaimer. You know, these are all jokes. It's all love.
Some views do not reflect that of the other members of the podcast.
But yeah, we did this huge job. I don't know if we can talk about it. I don't know. But it was a huge job for a car manufacturer. And it was for like some big conference that like everybody is coming to the Charleston location for. And we had to do stuff on a curved wall. So it was just a bunch of like weird engineering and a bunch of stuff that was like crazy stressful because like we went up there and like our math wasn't right the first time and like some of the stuff wasn't lining up. So it was like a mad dash to get it done in like 2 days. Sucked, but that's it. Aside from that, I was taking OcTOYber pictures. That's literally all I do now. That's just the month.
Very well too.
Oh,
Do it
thank you.
Yeah, that Dragon Ball one today. I've got to tell you, got me weak in the knees, brother.
Whoa, baby! Thank you.
And you even got a story credit on it. That's so cool.
I sure did.
I almost messaged your wife, told her she has some competition. This is the kind of shit you do at home. Might have to take you away, brother. we got Jollibees over here. I might tempt you a little bit.
You're still owed a trip to Bojangles.
That is true.
I am. Dream Poncho was not too kind to me.
I'm gonna have a word with that guy. I'm gonna have a long conversation on a short elevator ride with that guy.
Oh baby, please.
Yeah, but that's it. I've just been taking OcTOYber shots this week, and I think that's it. I don't know if anything else interesting happened. I don't know. Probably not. Oh yeah, I finished She-Hulk.
Yes. No, I mean that your original comment stands.
Yes, it was good. I liked it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
You guys talked about it in length the other week
Yeah,
or
it
something
was
like
fun.
that.
Yeah,
really fun.
it was fine.
I thought it was fine. It's whatever.
Fine.
It was very.
Just
It was.
fine.
It was very on brand. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's on brand, and I can't get. I'm
Yeah,
not mad about it.
Where are the comic gatekeepers that are like, oh, but it's exactly like that in the comics, and then they still say it sucked? I don't know. It's just weird.
It is what it is. More importantly, or sorry, just as importantly, I'm catching back up with SVU, baby. So
Yes.
that's where.
Okay.
Whoa. Law and Order.
Hey, Tone, I got this great new TV show. It's called Laws and Order, the SUV.
SUV. That's it.
Unreal.
That's me.
Well, that's cool.
Oh wait, are you watching Mob Psycho or what?
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah, that's right. I caught up on Mob Psycho as well. Oh my god, greatest television show on the face of the planet for sure.
Oh, is it now?
You got to watch it, Fabio. You'll be right up your alley. I know you'll.
Really? I'm too obsessed with the Chainsaw Man right now.
Oh, you like Chainsaw Man? Interesting.
Visually,
Okay.
reminds me of my teenage years playing Gears of War.
Very, very similar.
Yeah.
The
There's
goddamn
one thing I
Leviathan.
If there's one thing I would compare Chainsaw Man to, it would definitely be either Gears of War or Halo. It's got to be. It's exactly the same. Same
Halo?
story.
Okay.
You know what? It's practically a shot-for-shot remake.
Yep, exactly.
Interesting. Okay. Well,
Shot for shot.
you might have just hooked me.
And that is how I sell.
That's it. That's
Mhm.
how it's done.
You're ready for your elevator pitch.
Oh,
All right. So, topics are light this week. Very light.
Oh, thank goshness.
I know. There's Hasbro, Mezco, SHF, NECA. That's really it. Mezco has a figure reveal. Hasbro has some interesting statistics. And
whoa!
Here?
but before we do all that, Boog, how was your week?
My week was pretty good, man. Can't complain.
You got Galactus, huh? How's that?
Got Galactus. Actually,
You got 2 Galacti, didn't you?
I got 2 Galacti. I got one that I got delivered to my job, and I got one delivered to my crib. And yeah, and I haven't actually opened it yet.
I love it.
So the one that was delivered to my crib actually kind of came today. I had it delivered to like a safe spot because they tried to deliver it to my house yesterday, but I wasn't home. And so I had them drop it off at a local Walgreens.
Whoa.
And
Oh,
yeah.
that's safer?
Huh?
That's safer?
I mean, I wasn't sure that I was going to be home again today, but I was home. So I could have just stayed in the crib. So I ended up having to go out and lug the fucking box from Walgreens back to my crib. But
Yikes.
it's close. It's close to my house. So it's all good. So I took it out of the like outside shipper and just put it in the crib and left. And basically, so I haven't messed around with it at all. But, you know, I raffled one. And that was the one that got delivered to my job, basically. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, I might throw in on that one.
congratulations to that person that won that first one.
You know who
Oh,
you
it
are.
already finished.
You know who you are, brother.
Damn, so that filled up quick. Huh? Damn.
What I've seen today in the past like 2 days, like he looks really good, man. A lot of people
Yeah.
posting nice pics, man. He looks really good.
Literally a small child, the size of one. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely. I've seen some pictures of him in carriages and swings, all types of shit. Yep.
They
I can't wait for someone to take a picture of like a cop pulling him over because they were in the HOV lane with Galactus in the passenger seat.
Gonna happen.
absolutely.
I mean, that thing is so heavy. Like, if you put it in the passenger seat, it's gonna beep at you to put a
yeah, it's gonna
seatbelt on.
trigger the the seatbelt warning.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a massive box. Definitely a little larger than the Sentinel box. A little taller than a Sentinel. Yeah, I think it's a very solid HasLab. It's a very solid package. You know, Galactus alone probably would have sold, but the fact that they offered technically 3 kind of new-ish figures or whatever, or 2 new figures and a nice redeco and new head sculpt for Silver Surfer. They did a good job before they got to this point that they are right now with the HasLab. So.
Oof.
Well, we were just about to start into Hasbro, but are we doing community highlights first?
Yeah, we'll do community highlights.
All right, let's do it.
There's
this
there's
is
a
for the community.
ton. So.
Really? Now, have people been participating in OcTOYber?
You know, a couple of people here and there have thrown a photo or two at OcTOYber.
Okay.
I have 19 photos to share, so we're gonna speed run.
It's nice that with all of the, I mean, maybe I'm just the one noticing it, but I feel like a lot of people have like October toy challenges going on right now.
Yeah, well, specifically toy stuff.
Possibly, yeah. I feel like I've seen a few different contests up.
Oh, nice.
There's ones that run like every month too, but some that are doing like, I don't know, specific October stuff as well. I don't know. Maybe that's just me noticing that.
Remember who was first.
That said, that's why I'm happy to see that much participation with OcTOYber, because it seems like it is a pretty crowded field right now.
Yeah, it's all good. Spread the love, baby.
Or you can double up and do. I almost said cuddle up. You can cuddle up
too.
Do multiple
we
one
can't
challenge.
do both. We can't do both.
Well, it's just me here, unfortunately. I'd love to. Pull up.
That's it. All right. Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna share the screen real quick, and then we'll get it going. We'll get this party started, baby.
I swear, I had like so much intention to do at least some photos, and then my work just picked up like crazy in October.
That's what everybody says, Fabio.
Yeah. No. Well, intention.
All right. Okay. So these are highlights from OcTOYber. We are in the second third of OcTOYber. This is about to be basically the final week stretch come Monday. A lot of people have been showing out. Super great. So the first highlight comes from Orion Gonzalez. This is for Henshin. This was a really great theme because a lot of people didn't know what this meant. So a lot of people were asking what Henshin means. Of course, Henshin means to transform. Very popular in Toku culture. But I was most excited about this theme because I was really excited to see what people would do outside of Toku stuff. And yeah, they showed out. There's a lot of Marvel stuff, which I was super excited for. And this, let's kick it off with this one. So Ryan Gonzalez did a flame on one. This one stuck out to me because it was really cool still motion. We've had still motion as a theme in the past, but it's really cool to see this technique used in figure photography because it's very like highlighted in comic books. Obviously, this whole movement is based off of comic books, so it's really cool to see it in this medium as well. I thought he did a really good job of clustering these explosion pieces all together. He's got some Tamashi effects here, and then I think this explosion is from the Black Widow. Maybe, I don't know.
At least I think 3 of them are from Tamashi.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that bottom one is the Black Widow.
Yeah, this one was really good. If there's one critique I would have is maybe some more light. He had a D side here. And this one has a little bit more light. But maybe a little rim lighting of a different color to hit this Johnny right here to where it would separate it from the blast effects. Probably be more welcomed, but you know, I couldn't ignore it because it was still super great. So big shout
I counted so many double entendres in that sentence, Bonta. maybe that's just me.
Oh, my keyboard died.
What?
I can't press enter to enter the comment. Jesus Christ.
Come on, man.
All right, okay.
Poor Punch.
All right, back in business, baby. All right, next up is a link to the group. Why did it do that? Next up was by Warren.
Oh, this one was great.
Nguyen? Sorry.
Nguyen?
Maybe.
I think it's just Nguyen.
This one was Panels Please and Across the Multiverse. Really great use of doubling up some themes right here. This was really cool. I'm totally with you, Fabio. Not only were the panels really great, but the storytelling was really good too. he really sold it with like the different poses and stuff. And you don't need any cutouts for this. It tells a story completely without any words or anything like that. It was so good.
This is nice. I missed this one. This is real nice.
This is very the like the cherry on top is this little effect by Goku's foot right here.
Oh yeah,
that's incredible. It's so good.
The body shot. He actually hurt Superman, huh? Look at that.
Across the multiverse, dude. So
There
good.
it is. Great use of the theme too. Like that's like my favorite part about OcTOYber is seeing how everybody interprets the themes. This is such a great interpretation of Across the Multiverse. Like so obvious once you think of this, like, oh shit, why didn't I think of that? And so it's really sick.
Yep.
All right, cool. So next up was Alan Parma. This one was really cool. Alan always kills it with these Spider-Man shots. This was like a custom rhino that he did.
Oh my god.
Too. It's unbelievable, dude.
Oh, okay. I missed that. I mean, I
saw
the shot, but I didn't put that together that it was Rhino. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I thought it was for a second that big ass dude from fucking Overwatch. What's his name?
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt. Yeah.
Yeah, Alan always kills it. His Spider-Man poses are always on point. And I really love the technique he uses to get the webbing. It's unbelievable. It's so good. I think his webbing is some of the best webbing in the entire medium. It's so nice. Like, not to discredit like any other webbing, but a lot of webbing always comes out looking like super thick, and it's kind of like hard to imagine that comes out of the web shooter and stuff. This is like completely believable. It's so great. Alan killed it.
Mm-hmm.
And this was for Mecha Madness as well, so it really worked. Great use of the theme.
Yeah,
well. Yeah. I like I said, I didn't put it together there. I just figured it was some big robot. It still worked for me. You know?
It could have been for Across the Multiverse too. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's She-Hulk's cousin.
There it is. Yeah, the very same. This is from Akira Joe. No stranger to the podcast feature section. Of course, he always kills it. This was really good cutout work, really good still motion and storytelling right here. Akira Joe's been doing a lot of cutout work this year specifically, I've noticed, for OcTOYber.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like almost every one of his shots has some sort of cutout work or something in it. It's really great to see him incorporate that into his photography, because he has a very like specific style of photography. Like you immediately know it's him just based on, you know, his colors and his angles and stuff. So it's really cool to see him use cutouts way more often. Build it. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. Is that a cutout? Green smoke in the background?
I think that was a cutout. I'm not really 100% sure. This was from Desmond Tan. I highlighted this right before I saw the episode, so thanks for spoiling it. But okay. This is cool. Just nice little fun cutout work right here. Simple, effective. I just wanted to highlight this just because a lot of people really think that OcTOYber need to be some sort of like, you know, crazy tenured A.C.B.A. display artist to participate, but it's really easy to get a fun and creative shot with something as simple as a piece of paper like this. And and he just printed this out, cut the panel out, and did some posing, and then here it is. He killed it.
Remember when she did that in the show?
I do.
Yeah, I remember too. It was awesome.
Junior Foster in the mix right here. This was for Say It with Cutouts. There's what more can I say? What can I say? This is an extremely clean cropped and contained photo, like textbook A.C.B.A. photography right here. There's virtually nothing bad I can say about this photo. It's so good. Posing is really
maybe
subtle.
just aim the bubble like slightly more towards his face.
Yeah, there you go. Slightly more. So it'll come right out. Yeah. But I really like the subtle, like the posing of like his head and his neck. I'm sure that maybe that's just how the figure is manufactured. Yeah. But like it's just really nice.
I buy that he's like burning out on the way out. He's just like literally in the middle of leaving.
Absolutely. Yeah, Junior killed it, dude. He's the man.
Yeah, this was clean.
Very nice. This was from Alexandra Surf, maybe? I don't know.
No. Well, that's what it say, Alexandria Surf. But when I think surf, I think of Little Big Boy Jr., but that's not him.
This is
What's the
let's do his Instagram.
yeah?
Bad boys, bad
Toys,
toys,
Bad
incredible.
Toys. Yes. Okay, yeah. This is really cool.
This was really
Very,
sick.
Deadpool-esque, breaking the fourth wall type thing. It's very on brand. Very good.
Absolutely. An extremely creative use for, say it with cutouts, like you said, Boog, 100% on brand for Deadpool. And he's solved the problem of trying to hide a stand for the cutouts or have it like, stuck to somebody's like head or something. Or using the glass technique. He really, really clever. This was so good.
Very good. Yep.
All right. All right. Next up is Stephen Bowie. Sorry. This was really nice. I know these aren't articulated, but whatever. It's fine.
The setup is tangible, though.
Yeah, the setup is beautiful. I really wanted to highlight just how
Battle of the Gods.
This is it. Yeah, he did it for Battle of the Gods. Another creative use of a theme. A lot of people are like struggling with some of the themes because they want to take it literal or they're really not sure how to interpret it. But you're always free to interpret it however you want. You can think as outside of the box as you please.
The more outside of the box and the more clever, the better.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah, he just posed up 2 T-Rexes. This is incredible. And like the lighting in here is so good. I love the background choice. I love the background colors he chose here. It's unbelievable. It's so good.
And I like the lighting he chose also kind of highlights the difference in the colors between the two of them.
That's it.
Sick.
Beautiful. Even killed it. Next up is Mark Santos. This was really cool too. This was for another one, Battle of the Gods as well. I just love shots that have rain in it. It's about as simple as that. I'm a simple man. I see rain, I hit like. It is what it is. But it was nice posing here. You can tell that they're like right in the middle of it. Very chaotic. It's very nice. It's just a good photo all around. So Mark did his thing.
I'll take the Superman on that one.
Another one from Akira Joe here. More fantastic cutout work. I wanted to highlight this just because it really nails the essence of like a high-speed Dragon Ball fight with these little effect pieces everywhere. I've noticed when a lot of people do Dragon Ball photography, when they do effect pieces, it's usually only at like points of impact. But if you're watching the anime or even reading the manga, like it's almost every single time that there's going to be hit marks everywhere and like little tick marks everywhere because they're fighting at such high speeds. He did a really great job of illustrating that through his cutout placements. And of course, it's a really good photo. Just really nice. I love the grain that he has in here too. I've kind of like every single time I'm about to post a photo, I'm dialing in my settings and stuff. I'm wondering if I want to like leave the grain in or take the grain out, and I don't know. I always end up taking it out, but this kind of makes you want to leave it in sometimes too. I think for the first OcTOYber, it was my day 31. I did a Dragon Ball shot, and I left the grain in for that because when I think of like Dragon Ball, especially Dragon Ball Z, I always think of like it having grain in it. So there's a time and place for sure.
The only thing I would say for people, using heavy cutouts like this is angling the cutouts. If you angle it toward the camera, then it's going to get a little darker. If you angle it in the opposite direction, then it'll shine a little more light on the cutout. And you don't really want shadows and stuff on the cutout. You want them to kind of pop a little bit. So I would have tilted the smoke cutout, away from the camera just a tad bit, just for it to catch the light a bit more, whatever the
Mhm.
case may be. But yeah, I'm with you with everything else you said, though, Pete.
Very good. Yeah, I agree too. Yeah, just having the cutout catch a little bit of light for sure.
What's going on back there, Boog? You in the middle of a cookout?
I mean, I'm not at home as usual. I'm at my parents. My sister's here. Everybody's here. We're drinking champagne. My nephew had a football game today. It was on ESPN
Beautiful.
and
Oh,
yeah.
How did he do?
ESPN 1, 2, or the Ocho?
He did great. They lost, but he had a couple touchdowns. He had an interception.
couple.
He had a great he had a great game.
So
Shout out
Oh
to
my
him.
god! Sounds like he did better than UCLA this morning.
Yeah.
Every time I have a folder for all of like my A.C.B.A related videos and stuff, and I still have the videos of your nephew that you asked me to edit together for you like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So like
Wow.
I'll scroll through that video and I'll always see clips of your nephew on the football field.
I've got one that I have saved on my phone and here on a computer too, of when he was like in Pop Warner, and I was like fake interviewing him and asking him questions and shit like that. It's
That's
wild
great.
to look at. Yeah,
So he's been putting yards on the gridiron this whole time, huh?
for sure. He's had a very, very good trajectory. So I hope he accomplishes his goals and his dreams and makes it to the NFL. That would be wonderful.
Beautiful. You love to see
Yeah,
it.
no doubt.
Sure.
Speaking of things you love to see, Matthew Charles always blessing us with great photos. This was for Mecha Mayhem. I love the way he illustrated like lasers and just the general chaos of any Gundam battle scene.
You know what's so remarkable about this shit is it's all tangible.
Absolutely.
It's just crazy. He's
Is that the
using those.
Wing Gundam?
He's using those. What's those effects that come? The
Figure eyes effects.
is it the figurize effects?
Yeah, these are from a Figure Eyes kit. No, they sold them separately. They weren't from a kit, but they're from Figure Eyes. Yeah.
It was like a set that had just a bunch of effects in it. It was I don't think it was figurize though. It was another. Damn it! I have them too. Well, no. The blast effects, the explosions are from the figurize. You're right.
Yes.
I guess it all is then. It looks like Tamashi for the larger ones at the bottom, actually.
The ones on the bottom are Tamashi. Yes, correct. But these translucent ones up top, those are from the Figure Eyes for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what's going on with like these laser beams and stuff. That might be
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
something else. You know what? I wouldn't put it past Matthew if these were the sprues from a model kit, like the leftover pieces after you cut everything out. I wouldn't put it past him. He seems like the kind of resourceful kind of dude that would do this kind of thing.
No. You know what? I'm putting it past. I'm putting it
It
past.
could be the Pellegrino bullet effects without him showing the actual bullet at the tip.
True. What were you gonna say, Rick? Put it past him.
I said I'm putting it past him. Okay? I'm drawing a line in the sand. I put it past him.
Yeah, everything about this photo rules. Great lighting, just great rule of thirds going on right here. Just absolutely great.
Everything's lit up nicely. You know, even the dark spots are lit up nicely. It's fucking phenomenal lighting right here. Really nice.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Next up was Henshin. This one was just back to formula, so it made me laugh.
Yo, shout out to Alex Garcia, man. I've been seeing him do his thing. Alex Garcia has painted quite a few like head sculpts and different things for me and other people that refer to him throughout the community. Shout out to Alex, man.
Hell yeah!
I just thought about you too, man. If you're watching this, I was thinking about having you touch up something that I'm gonna be getting shortly. I don't want to let the cat out the bag yet, but I'm gonna hit you up, Alex.
Whoa.
So it's safe to assume he's behind this beautiful paintwork on this Osborne.
Yeah, he probably did these. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
absolutely. Yep. Yeah, this was anytime the phrase "back to formula" comes across my brain, I immediately bookmark it. But besides that, it was a great use of the Henshin theme. Like So many people,
Ah,
like
yeah.
I just can't get over how many people were like struggling, like so much. But like the second you open up your mind just a little bit, you can apply attention to virtually anything in the comic book world.
Somebody actually hit me up on Instagram and was like, I'm a little confused about this theme, whatever. I was like, me too. I'm about to Google that shit.
It's his contest.
I mean, I even tagged you on Reddit because that dude was confused.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll tell you this. I got to be honest with you. I am
Be honest with us,
extremely
Rick.
disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed that nobody took a picture of a toy chicken next to somebody's shin. I was
That's what
expecting a literal hen shin, and I didn't see it.
I think Simon did Simon do a hen picture?
Did he?
Somebody pull up Simon's account, but
right,
watch
hold
out for the rib boxers.
Take a look. I could have sworn Simon did it. Hold on. Let's take a look.
If he did it, I'm buying him a new
It's
pair
an
of
interesting
underwear.
photo at the top of your search history there, brother.
Oh, Big Tiny? Yeah, she's fine as hell. What do you expect?
I thought you were talking about Simon's new profile picture.
I
It
guess
was a bag of flour.
Where's his picture for henshin?
dang, I guess it wasn't him. I saw it somewhere. I thought somebody did a henshin picture. Yeah,
Well, you know what? All I got to do is look through the hashtag.
there it is.
when
Yeah.
I get the
The
time.
tool is right at your fingertips, brother. Real quick, big
Right.
shout out to Simon. He posted on Facebook today that he's been finding like a lot of success on TikTok for doing baking stuff. So definitely check out his stuff on
That makes
TikTok. I
sense.
know it's not
That makes-
toys, but like he's really into it. He's loving. He found like new love in his job, and we got to support that for sure.
No doubt.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to him. He's gonna be able to afford at least a 6-pack of boxers with that.
No more Borat thongs for him.
Yeah. We love you, Simon.
There it is. Next up, this is from Nino Christiani David. This was just a really nice, subtle picture. Just very like clean, vanilla posing, and just the placement of all the buildings and this greenery in the foreground was just really masterfully done.
Mhm.
It's very, very nice.
It's a very structured, sort of typical triple C's right here. Clean cropped and contained. Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
digging it. Mhm.
Killed it. Next up is Desmond Tan right here. This was for All Hands on Deck. This was great. The dedication of buying so many of these stupid 2-packs. I have to commend him.
For real. And then to even be able to repurpose them for this particular thing, to think outside the box and use the X-Men, it's like phenomenal. Yep.
Absolutely incredible.
Unreal.
Yeah, some 3D printed action with like this this facility diorama here. It's very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. It's a great photo. I commend him also for this being like a portrait shot and not being landscape, because the extra height, you would imagine that it would just be a lot of negative space, but the Avengers A in the background, it's just really nice photography. It's very, very good.
100%. Very cinematic. Yeah.
Absolutely. Here, Joe, making it 3 times. This might be the most times anybody's been featured on in 1
Whoa.
week. But how can we not, man? This is so good. This is unreal.
We got to call this the ice cream sandwich technique. He's got the cutouts in the background and the foreground with the tangible figure in the middle, man.
There it is.
This is
One in the
incredible.
front, 2 in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which Godzilla is this? From who?
This is Burning Godzilla from I forget the name.
Come on,
Can't
I know
you-
it's Burning
can't
Godzilla,
you-
but what company?
It's gonna be NECA, right? It's gonna be
Can't
NECA.
you tell he's burning?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
this is.
I don't
from
know if this is
Godzilla
from
versus
NECA.
Destroya.
I don't know if this is from NECA.
Definitely not figure arts.
This might be a statue. Possibly.
Yeah, it might be a statue. Yeah, it might be a statue. Yeah.
Okay,
Phoebe.
I can see that.
If it was Harold, it'd definitely be some sort of crazy huge statue or something.
Mhm.
This guy like has a huge Godzilla collection. It's unreal. But yeah, man. Huge shout out to Kira Joe, killing it. 3 features in 1 week. Absolutely unstoppable.
Yeah, fire. Ice cream sandwich. Love it.
Last but not least, Chang Yung Tat. This is no theme at all. This was just a cool photo. I thought it was great. Great
Just
use of the Tamashi ground effects, the impact effects. A lot of people just, I don't know. I feel like it's very easy to struggle with placement for these effects, but these are perfectly used right here. It completely sells the fact that he's stopping this car, and it's just really great posing. He has like this Ned coming out here. It's just really great storytelling. Beautiful.
Oh man, he's killing the CEO.
That's it. CEO of sex, baby. What's
Poncho,
gonna happen
you're
to
gonna
sex
put
now?
Sex's stock is about to dip. Is what's gonna happen. Poncho, you should have put your seatbelt on. That's not very safe of you.
I know.
I don't know.
I got my Ned figure with some glasses on. It's the uncanny valley.
You got
what I'm experiencing right now is too real.
His hair. You're good to go.
I saw a post from X Manny this past week saying that they could reuse the Ned body for it's a little chubby kid that was in Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Flame Fist or whatever.
Yeah. I thought that was
yeah.
clever. And, yeah.
Russell. His name is Russell.
Yes.
Yeah, the kid that talks like the Chamba.
And he talks
Yeah,
just like
the very
He's like,
same.
hello.
Chamba's,
I have flames for hands.
Chamba's
I want
close
to get
and
another
personal
one of
friend.
those 2 packs before they dry up, man. It's so fucking good. It's
I
such a
might
great-
double up, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a
Yeah.
very, very solid Marvel Legends offering.
Yep.
Oh my bad. It's Fire Fist.
That 2-pack and that recent Lizard.
Yeah, 100%.
That is Marvel Legends at its best.
Mm-hmm. If they, if they were doing more unique sculpts, they wouldn't have so much backlash from people saying, complaining about reuses and shit like that. That Lizard sculpt is a unique, brand new thing, as is Ned and Peter from that 2-pack.
Well, they'll tell you that all of the reuse sculpts pay for those new sculpts.
Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. It's a dance. I get it, but I'll give props where props are due. But when they don't get it right, then we should definitely say something about it. Like that fucking orb on that Bucky cap is protest.
Well, hey,
Not even the only one. What's the Warthog guy that just came out also is on Bucky.
Yeah. No, that wasn't
Really?
Bucky cap, but it wasn't
Oh.
new.
One of these days, I'm gonna catch a flight to China where they keep that fucking Bucky cap mold, and I'm gonna drop it off the factory fucking,
Jesus
and then
Christ.
they'll never be able to use it again.
I mean, every company does that for sure.
Yeah,
It happens. That's what happened to we have Zach Oat on the Marvel Select group, and he said that's what happened with Mephisto. People always
Zach
ask
Oat
him
is
why.
mingling with commoners in the Marvel Select group.
Dude, I swear I don't know if I've ever said this before, but people tag him and fucking abuse him in that group.
Oh
Why
no!
the fuck? They tag him. Why the fuck did you do this? And then he'll
Aw.
respond with like, "This was in the plans for more than 6 months. Hopefully, we get you next time." And they're
Speaking
fucking
of,
crazy.
Speaking of Select, didn't they just show a new Blade?
Blade, new
Yeah, they
Blade,
did.
Yeah. It caused Paul to share that he did the Blade that was released a few years ago in that Man Thing
okay.
wave.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of the Fly. Thank you, Dragon Eyes. The Fly. I knew there was one in that multi-pack that was on the Bucky cap, but it was the human Fly.
Yeah. Correct. That entire multi-pack, I'm not fucking with it. I'm good.
Yeah. So it
Speaking of-
does
Sorry,
happen.
go
Those
ahead.
molds. I was gonna say. So it does happen that those molds do like they can break. Somebody dropped them, and that's what he said. That somebody
Mhm.
dropped the He said somebody dropped the throne, whatever the hell, the cast of it, and
Mhm.
he said that it was it would cost like 7 figures to fix it. So he said that there
Oh,
was no
no.
interest.
Well, that's only $20 a figure, so I don't understand what the big deal is.
if you sell this many figures at $25 a piece, that pays for it. The mold right there.
I saw him at Comic-Con a couple weeks ago or whatever. I was actually supposed to get with him and do a walkthrough, but like I got messed up the next day and didn't make it on time or whatever. But I was joking with him about re-releasing the Mephisto, and he didn't mention that about the mold or whatever. But he was like, "No, we can't. We're not trying to step on any toes or whatever. We can't release shit. So
Step
so
on the
close.
toes, Zach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another big thing.
That's the thing. That's the thing, though. Yeah,
that was a big thing during the HasLab in the group. Somebody made a thread of like, hey, Zach, like tagging him, like, why don't you guys just release Mephisto and really fuck these guys up?
Mhm.
And he was like, bro, that's not how it works. Like, we can't just release something because they're doing it. Like, we only
Yeah,
get to
they
do
can't do
these
that
things.
shit.
Yeah, we only get to do what we do because they say it's okay and they allow it. Like, you think that we can just make whatever and Hasbro's not going to tell us to go fucking kick rocks? Like, that's
Not
not
to
how it works.
mention, we talked about this on the show too, but they can't even like implement certain like articulation schemes. Like they got to
That's true.
stick within a certain articulation scheme as well too.
If
Oh,
only
yeah,
that what happened to the molds would have happened to that Moon Knight that they're re-releasing too, because that Moon Knight is egregiously old.
Mm.
I think it already came out, but they showed it right around when the show was airing, and it's like a 10-year-old Moon Knight just recolored. But real quick, speaking of the best of Marvel Legends, there's some hot news. The hot news of the day right now.
Let's
hot
talk
news,
Hasbro,
hot
baby.
Hot news.
Big boy summer.
Leaked out. I don't know where this originated from, but like
Hasbro.
5 people just shared this with me and DMs on Instagram. I reshared it on my story, so I'm not sure. I'm assuming this is some type of Build-A-Figure, or maybe it's a
Looks
deluxe.
like a
I
deluxe.
think it's a deluxe figure because it has the accessories, like kind of like the Mojo did or whatever.
Yes. Okay, that makes
I'll
sense.
tell
So, I
tell
mean,
you this.
we did hear something about this from Rectangular's video a couple weeks ago.
I don't read
we-
spoilers.
You should have watched the video.
We don't. We've been asking for this for quite some time. It looks like right here that they kind of repurposed the old Build-A-Figure here. It looks like they may have built out and onto that original mold and just kind of updated it a bit. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it looks very similar to the old Hasbro.
No,
block.
I think it's an all new figure.
You think so? I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, 100%. I'm looking at them side by side. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
It's an all new figure.
Oh yeah, it's completely different.
It's
All
the
right.
same costume. It's the same look.
Mm-hmm.
All new figure.
Okay.
And
All right.
if there is not 2 open hands on that fucking blob, I swear to God, man. Look at that.
This one is like a half kind of like relaxed grip.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, man.
Hold a sandwich, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe
Uh-oh.
Some of those- some of those 3D printed tacos that everybody's got.
Ice
man,
cream.
Everybody.
He's got the open mouth. He's got the open mouth, so we could have him chowing down.
Oh,
That's
for
it.
sure. You can have him chowing down. You can have him.
Yeah,
eating-
One of the Deadpools come with a taco. There you go.
you can have him biting other X-Men, all types of shit. Yeah.
You got that dining set from Dragon Ball. You're set, baby.
Oh, there you go.
Now you got a stew going.
That's it.
I like this stuff. I think it looks pretty good right here. I'm happy that they did 2 head sculpts. I wouldn't. I'd like if you could even fuck around with the old head sculpt.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
definitely all new. You could look at this and look at that. It's definitely more modern and in line with what they've been doing here. So yeah,
How do you
I
feel
like this.
about no bicep swivel?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's rough.
I mean, it's a big dude. I get it, but yeah, I always want as much articulation as possible. But
Yeah, I get why not, because this is an ugly cut right here, and they're not really doing these like ball jointed shoulders like this.
Mhm.
It'd be nice if
This does look
they.
cleaner for sure, but and there's more like texture detail in like these yellow parts. It's not just like this flat yellow paint, This looks good for sure.
Well, the nice thing is that this definitely means at some point we're gonna get a Volstagg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Voluminous. Yes, that would be cool.
Yeah, for sure. I said that a while ago that if they did, once they got a solid blob mold, that they could definitely reuse it for a Volstagg. 100%. I'm with you.
Yes, sir. Wait for like Loki season 2. Have him be the Bath or something.
Oh, that'd be a good one. And they never even did one for the MCU either. I don't think any of the
No.
Warriors 3 got
Where,
figured.
do we know where this leaked image originated from? Who was the first to post the leak image? Because I don't even know if we could pinpoint that right now. But
I don't know either, but do we want to point that out?
I mean, what's going to happen?
Somebody in
Credit where
trouble.
credit is
Gonna
due.
get assassinated?
Yeah.
Somebody is going to be in trouble.
Mhm.
Probably just some dude in a factory, to be quite honest.
Just a
Probably.
reminder to everybody that's listening. The next Hasbro event, I believe, is London, MCM London, or some shit like that, or whatever. So maybe this was coming up for that.
Well, you're forgetting about the 10/27 event in 5 days.
Yes. But that's like a whole Spimmer exclusive event, right?
Yeah, but it's
It's
still
not
going to
like
be
that
their
from
own like
London.
in-house online reveal con sort of situation.
Okay.
It's just that, yeah, it's called 10/27 because that's the address of the Hasbro building.
That's
But,
cool.
yeah.
And it also happens to be on 1027.
Well,
You know what?
Yeah.
I didn't put that together, Rick.
that's
That's
You know what?
actually
That's
way more clever than I thought.
That's
Super
why we're here, to back each other up and see what the other doesn't see.
Yeah,
you,
no.
you believe that?
I'm thankful for everybody's very different perspectives on this program.
We're a
And
team.
you know what? I'm not thinking outside the box because there's no window.
Mm.
No. No, you
Fire.
can't
all
see out the
cardboard.
box. You're
I'm cardboard
thinking
and
strictly
paper.
in the box,
Exactly.
wrapped in
I
tissue
am.
paper and cardboard.
I am the box.
You
I'm
could
the
already
box.
tell. You could tell that this is the windowless packaging for sure. So
Oh,
you
there's no
already know
question.
Yeah.
what's about to happen, right? You're about to see a bunch of old blobs in this fucking package.
Oh,
Oh my
my
God,
God!
could you
Yes, we
imagine?
are.
Oh man, you know what? You know
Yeah.
what I'm putting in there? I'm putting a fucking like panda bear toy in there or something. I don't know. I'm doing an old switcheroo. I'm putting a Funko Pop in there.
That makes me a sad
A
patent.
big ass ball of fucking what's that goo?
Jujitsus. What a jujitsu.
Oh my God! If you
Put a Gujitsu in there. They ask like, what happened to this guy? Like he melted. What do you want me to do?
But
Anyway, $4 a pound.
we about to get blob. We got a pyro. We got blob coming. We just got the announcement of Avalanche. Destiny is going to be on the way very soon. We're going to get a Destiny. We're going to round out a nice classic. Oh, we got Toad. We're definitely going to get to rounding out a nice classic Brotherhood once we get Destiny. That's happening, especially considering how prevalent she's been in the whole X-Men saga after House and Powers of X and all of that stuff. So, and she played a big role in that story as well too. So that's going to happen. But yeah, this kind of jumped the line as far as this blob shit. This literally just leaked out about a half hour ago, 40 minutes ago, some shit like that.
I thought they were going to take a break from X-Men during the year of X-Men. What happened?
What was the actual Hasbro news that we had? Was there some shit?
Although there's a few people in the chat saying we need an updated Mystique. Like, didn't we just get one?
I mean,
we
yes
just
and
got a
no,
new one, but it already is outdated. That's how fast and crazy this is.
The other news
on that new what's the chick's name? The new buck that they introduced on the
the Nova body.
What's her name? Shriek, the Shriek buck.
Oh yeah, Shriek.
The other news was Pretty Boy.
Yes. So as promised, the 20th of every month, Hasbro is announcing something new, celebrating the 20th anniversary of Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends has been going for 20 years through two companies. Toy Biz originally, Hasbro took it over. They had a very rough start, and over the past 5 or 6 years, they really kind of come into their own. Although over the past 2 years, it's just been a little topsy turvy as far as the pricing and shit. We'll talk about that. But yeah, so the 20th of this month, they revealed Pretty Boy here to continue to round out or try to complete your Reavers crew. And this was one that Dwight wanted to complete personally. I had an interview with the team maybe two times before this, or before my last one, maybe 2 or 3 times before the last interview, where Dwight, I had asked each member of the crew what character they'd like to see done, and Dwight had a very resounding like Pretty Boy. That's what he wanted to see done. So this was one that he wanted to get done for sure. It's one that we need to complete the Reavers, and yeah, looks pretty good, I guess. I think the head maybe looks a little large for the body in these renders. I hope it works out a little better or whatever. But I saw some people comment that they thought the body was a little too bulky. In most instances, the body is very lanky, you know. But I'll take it. I think it's a good head sculpt. I saw John Papa Sergio say it looks like an angry Dan Larson. Toy Galaxy.
I mean, this is no question. This is going to be a Silvermane, right?
It already is, dude.
Well, you know what? Yeah, a lot of people said that, but we already getting a Silvermane on that old Ultron body or whatever. I don't know that Silvermane.
That old body has these arms.
Yeah, somebody did point that out. I don't know that the Silvermane head is gonna look right with the flesh portions on the neck with the head. I don't know that it's gonna look that great.
It might look okay.
I just hate those feet, so like I just automatically want to put it on.
Yeah, if you could just swap the feet, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
These are the arms for sure from this guy. So even an all new reveal is already having reused parts.
We did hear from Rectangular that this Pretty Boy though is supposed to be part of a multi-pack, like a 5-pack or something like that. Apparently with no other Reavers in the pack though, but X-Men villains that we probably want and need though. So I got to be honest. When I watch Rectangular's videos, I'm interested to see the information most times. Sometimes I don't want to know, but I forget like 5 minutes after I watch the video what I saw. So I don't know.
Your memory is not holding up.
No. So yeah, that was the big Legends news on the week. I think that was pretty much it. And then aside from that,
wait, what about this?
War Machine. Okay, yes. This went up for pre-order the day after it was announced or revealed. That was this past week as well. So MVC style War Machine to match up with the Iron Man that was revealed a couple weeks prior. Yeah, I could see this getting 1 or 2 more redecos, maybe 2. But yeah, a lot of people like it, but some people complaining that there was no unmasked head sculpt and no big cannon for War Machine and his signature kind of weapon from the game. And I don't really think that. I think they toe on a line. I don't really think they like shooting for the game designs in particular, but
yeah, they can't.
You can kind of fudge it.
Yeah, I remember when we were at San Diego sitting through the panel. There was people who came up to ask the questions during the Q&A as far as like, can we get more like classic video game appearances like Marvel vs. Capcom? And Jesse Falcon was like, there's a lot of like new games that we gotta focus on, like the new PS5 Spider-Man and all that stuff, and Miles Morales. And, I think maybe this is their version of kind of doing that, but at the same time, this isn't marketed as a Marvel vs. Capcom War Machine. It's just just War Machine or whatever. But everybody knows, obviously, this is the look of the sprite from Marvel vs. Capcom. But that's also kind of a weird thing, too, because it doesn't match the actual art from Marvel vs. Capcom. That one looks more like the one we got in the retro card, except he has like black legs instead of the silver. And then this just matches the sprite in the actual game. Because that was just a last minute palette swap of Iron Man because they couldn't do Iron Man. So it is just like weird for sure. But I said that they were going to do this, or at least theorized that it would make sense given that Toy Biz did the same thing in the face-off packs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we move on, I want to catch up on some super chats before they get Thanos away in this chat. Static Thunder hit us with 5 at the beginning of the show. He said, "What's up, y'all? Hope everything is going good and your pillows are cold tonight while you sleep." Thank you, Mark.
Oh man, that's very generous. Thank you.
Too sweet, man.
Too sweet. Bo Biggs, the man, the myth, hit us with 20 at the top of the show as well. Thank you so much, brother. And then Static Thunder hit us with 5 again, asking something I meant to bring up last week. Wasn't able to tune in last week, but did y'all talk about how Fabio called it there's going to be a Power Rangers and Cobra Kai collab?
Yeah, we did
right.
mention that.
Indicate me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we mentioned that. Also, Fabio called this shit right here, too, the War Machine.
There it is.
Obstradamus?
It's not contained to just Mezco. Watch those guys for everything.
That's it,
That's
baby.
Right. Would you guys have liked to see a new mold for War Machine? I saw somebody else comment that too. Matter of fact, it was John Harmon that said that they should have used a different mold altogether for War Machine.
Nah,
yeah, he should always be bigger than Iron Man, in my opinion. I don't think he should ever be the same. Personally,
if they had done, it would have made more sense, honestly, if they just did like an homage to Face Off and then just had this colorway in that.
Right. I mean, that's technically what this is, really. But yeah, I feel you.
There it is. You talking about that earlier report or no?
You know they're going to do another version where it's in like the flat colors to match the one on the retro card with the proton cannon. This is the metallic one to match the one from the Wave. There's
definitely gonna be another. But
look at this shit right here. Here's all the palette swaps from Marvel vs. Capcom. You better get all of these, right? Or we riot.
That ain't happening. But there's gonna be one more, at least like that one on the bottom right, a gray sort of.
Yeah.
But the other, I guess, big Legends news is Galactus shipping reaching the East Coast in the past 2 or 3 days. We talked about that a little bit at the top of the show. So a lot of people getting Galactus. I think only me and Fabio out of the crew got Galactus. Yeah.
I did not get Galactus.
Oh,
I thought you did.
I decided not to last minute.
Oh,
really?
No.
Yeah. Kind of regretting it now, but it'll pass. Literally, like this whole week as people have been getting it. And even I saw Dan Who reviews. Yeah, Dan W. of Dan Who reviews.
Like one of the first like notable people to get it. I did see somebody else from the UK that I didn't really know. Yeah.
Displaying Model Behavior, I think, got it first, and he unboxed it on a stream. And then I think Dan put up his review like a couple of days later, and it was a very good review. And that was I don't watch a lot of like Legends reviews, but I've kind of got put onto him recently, and I really liked his review. It was very thorough, a lot of great size comparisons. Here's a weird thing about me. All right, this is a little off topic, but it makes sense for what we're talking about here.
Love to hear it.
I understand things better, and I like when things are explained to me more when it comes with a British accent.
I love it.
I swear, I retain information so much better, and here's why. Because when I was still living in Venezuela, before I moved to the U.S., I had an English tutor, like a private English tutor before I moved out that my mom got, who was a substitute English teacher for like my preschool or whatever. And we like got in contact with her, and she was a British expat that was living in Venezuela. So I would go to her house and do like private English lessons. So my first like English teacher was like literally English. So that sort of, I don't know, stayed with me where I understand things, and like when it's explained to me with a British accent, I kind of get it more.
Well, that's a huge marketing thing for Americans and shit. They use that as a tool to get somebody with a British accent to sell all types of shit. So
and that made me go like, wow, I messed up. I should have gotten this. I would have just sold the figures. I wouldn't have cared about any of that. But I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be.
Dan has been getting a lot of shit early and fast. And like I've been seeing him reviewing a lot of stuff that is dropping right now, just coming out and shit, or like a little early and whatever. He's been really racking up some views reviewing stuff as of late. So shout out to him.
And Christopher Miller is asking, why don't I have a British accent? It's because I've lived in 6 different states in the United States over the past 23 years that I've been here. So I have all kinds of accents. There's some stuff that I retained. I remember like even growing up, I got made fun of for saying garage. There's one more.
My mom left it in the
I
garage.
do it sometimes, like jokingly, like when I say controversy, you know. Oh, fun.
My dad went to like a British boarding school, so he has a lot of British terminology in his vocabulary, and I grew up knowing British vocabulary too. I got roasted in elementary school.
Listen, fellas, I'm a guy here. I have no charger or whatever, so I'm gonna make my way over to Ashley's or whatever. So I might tap back in, but make sure you guys talk about the that article that I shared in the group chat about the
earning report.
Earning report. Yeah, no doubt.
We'll talk that next. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Let's get right into that because it's almost like pricing people out of the hobby is having negative consequences.
No.
I don't want to go
if stuff is expensive, people won't buy it. Fabio, surely you jest.
Well, I make a lot of crazy predictions. Sometimes they are true.
Fabio, I thought Marvel Legend collectors were just poor. What are you saying? You're saying that they made a choice with their wallets not to buy these, and it's reflecting poorly on their bottom line? I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Can you?
I'll say this. I'll say this real quick before I lose power here. But as much as I love Marvel Legends, and as much as I, hold my sword for my realm and shit, I've been saying the same thing that we all been saying on this podcast forever, basically, that the price increases is some bullshit, and that at the corporate level it has to be a greed situation, and it has to be something that's over the heads and over the pay rates of the people that we are closest connected to, Dan, Dwight, Ryan, or whatever the case may be. Like, there is absolutely some level of corporate greed associated with the fact that we've had 3 price increases in 1 year, and now they are clearly stating that that is a problem, and that is why shit is fucked up right now. So it is what it is. I love Marvel Legends. I love Marvel in general. But yeah, the corporate side of this fucked it up, and it's fucking up this HasLab right now. And we actually dropped under 5,000 backers for the Robbie Reyes Engine of Vengeance. It's under 5,000 now. This shit's been going backwards since they got rid of since the option of the early bird special was off the table. So yeah, Hasbro's about to be doing a lot of sales. That's what this article is saying as well. And yeah, they got out ahead of their skis here, and it's not a good look. So I've been saying also this for the longest. I want to see the full package of the Engine of Vengeance to see if it's worth it and whatever. Yeah, they gouged us, man. They price gouged us here on this price for $350 for the Engine of Vengeance. No question about it. And they are not benefiting from that business model right now. It's had an adverse effect for them 100%. So it's unfortunate. And with that said, you guys can kill Hasbro, and I'll see y'all later. Love you.
We'll be gentle on it.
All right, Boog. See you soon.
All right, now that guy's out of here.
Mm-hmm. The protector of the Hasbro realm is out. You're on your own.
You guys fucking ready for this fire we're about to start?
Real quick, before we get into it, Chubby Cheeks, great username, hit us with 2 saying HasLab Galactus, possibly the best Marvel Legend of all time. Agreed. What a great value.
Not possibly, for sure.
What an incredible value for what you got. Almost like you feel like it was worth it. unlike what's been happening lately.
Yeah, even
Rick.
if you like think about it in terms of the standard price of a Marvel Legend now, as far as Galactus, right? Let's say it was like, $30, whatever the standard price is now for, an anniversary deluxe program that they do where because it's on a fun celebratory packaging of some character's anniversary, the price is $5 more for the figure. It's if you take that and say it's 10 times more expensive, the Galactus is, than that standard price, it's easy to say that it's also a 10 times better figure, not just in size, but just in everything that went into it engineering wise and stuff. So the same is not true for the car, unfortunately. It's not 10 times better than any other car out there to make it 10 times more the price. Whereas this Galactus, I think for sure is. It's a beautiful
Yeah,
figure. I'm
and I mean,
out of the Legends game. To me, there's still that whole like I don't really collect Legends. Do I really need like the biggest Marvel Legends of all time? It's not
yeah,
really.
and then it begs the question, like, if that is what we consider a good price, like, then the Sentinel was an absolute steal.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it really has been going down. It's already dipped below 5,000. It's only gotten lower. So, I mean, it's basically and there's always again that last push, but I would go as far as to say it's probably dead in the water. Unfortunately, they really, to make the comparison with the Masters of the Universe Eternia again, they put it all out on the table at the launch, and it is well on its way to the final unlock right now. I mean, not well on its way. It just unlocked the second one 100 backers ago, so it's getting there. But people want this, Masters of the Universe is, a way smaller fan base than Marvel, obviously, but this is a more iconic piece to the Motu lore than, say, the average Marvel fan is not that deep into comics. Let's be honest about that.
It's true.
And I just think that already fans are sour on where prices are going, and for something like this and the way it was handled, yeah, it sucks. And they made it very clear in many interviews, especially with Boogs. They're following orders that they have to follow.
Mhm.
Boog asked them very flatly, like, why aren't you just putting it all on the table? And their answer was just like, we're not allowed to. That's just so absurd.
Mhm.
Imagine, like, and just knowing how the suits have been with these guys, I can only imagine, like, the last 7 days are gonna be like, yeah, show them everything. They're expecting some sort of miracle, and it's not gonna happen.
Nah, too little, too late.
Oh yeah, this is way too late. Everything moment that everything wasn't shown after that early bird didn't go through, it was over.
Mhm.
It was over. You taking this long for everything, it was just not was not the right call to make, and it's obviously the team. They didn't say it in as many words, but that's not their call to make of what's shown and when it's shown. It's not completely their call to make. So it's a shame, because I think had they put everything on the table immediately afterward, that they maybe they could have bounced back, but at this point, there's no way.
Mm-mm.
Let's not get away from it too much. So, for those who haven't read the article, what's the basic gist of these graphs that we're seeing here?
Hasbro share. Oh, we're a read the headlines type of group over here. We're not gonna go into the details or anything. But Hasbro share hits a 5-year low after revealing that their sales are down because of price increases. And this is kind of what I was saying in terms of people who wait for clearance and for sales and all that stuff. That's not great. That's not that's very indicative of undesirable product, in my opinion. Where
But you know what? That's not even the issue. No, that the
well,
thing
it's an
is that
issue in terms of, Hasbro is still getting their money up front for selling it to the retailers, but the retailers aren't happy about having stuff sit on the shelves, taking up shelf space, which also costs, and then having to sell that stuff for less than they actually bought it for.
no, but you know what I'm saying is that a lot of the things they're getting discounted almost immediately.
Yeah.
Fast. And that's because of the shelf space, because they need that shelf space, because there's so much product coming in from so many companies. Everybody's vying for that shelf space.
So it's hard. It's hard. Before it was easy to blame and think to myself like, well, all these people wait for sales. Look at what's happening when you wait for sales. But like, and a lot of these waves, a lot of these deluxe figures are all going on sale before they even release. I got the Ned and Spider-Man 2-pack under retail before release. It's crazy. I just think that I wish I could say that it's just Hasbro, but it's every single industry. All these industries during the pandemic saw record numbers and they thought to themselves like, got to sustain this. Well, what way can we do it? Well, we up production and we up the price of everything. And they're so greedy and so out of touch with what their collector base or what their market is, that they just didn't understand that wasn't going to work. This isn't 2020. Millions of people aren't getting paid $800 a month anymore for staying at home. Like, this is a different world, and people aren't paying those prices anymore. It's across every single market. Pokemon, shoes, toys, clothing. Everything is just, it's all hitting such lows right now. These companies are so disgustingly greedy. They force their teams to implement these new high prices to try to keep those profits up to what they were before, and it's just not going to happen. I have no doubt in my mind, if it was up to them, they would have price increased immediately. And the only reason why it seems like it's crazy that we got 3 different ones in 1 year is because I'm sure the team talked them down and told them to do it gradually. No doubt in my mind that they were told to do it immediately, and they'd gotten some fight back, and it was broken down this way. Because raising the price multiple times in a year makes no sense.
No. And Brian Merchant's bringing up a good point too, as far as it being every company. NECA in general got more expensive too, but NECA never stopped giving you more stuff. In fact, when Ultimates first started, they were $25, and at that time they were still doing like the single package clamshell stuff where they did a whole line of Friday the 13th and a whole line of Nightmare on Elm Street, and it was each a different version of Freddy, and you had to get all of them to get the different accessories. They were $20 a pop. Then they started doing the Ultimates, and they're $25, and it comes with all the accessories from every version of and a better articulated body. They've always been giving you more stuff at that price. The price for Ultimates is higher now because of this inflation. That's more reasonable than, because you're still getting a lot of stuff with those Ultimates. In fact, back then, $25 felt like super cheap for all the stuff you were getting with Ultimates. They never stopped giving you that much stuff. Whereas, I mean, in the comparison with Hasbro, for example, you never really have been getting any more for the price increases. You've been getting about the same or sometimes less.
And not to mention that NECA's at a way bigger scale than Marvel Legends.
Mm-hmm.
It's way more plastic.
More plastic per piece.
More plastic, and a lot of the sculpts are unique. Like, I don't know. It's rough, man.
So yes. But yeah, Kyle's right. I mean, they did just reissue that RoboCop, but they gave it a chair, and now it's got the Peter Weller head sculpt, which they weren't able to do before. So it's like, give and take. They should have given you an all-new RoboCop, though. I would agree with that. So it's back and forth for sure. For all the good that one company does, sometimes they got to take the cheap route on certain things to pay for that other stuff that is new and unique and better. It is what it is with, and that's just the way it is now. All right. Are we done with Hasbro, for the love of gosh?
Yeah.
All right, good. What's next?
Mezco, baby. Let's go.
Look to the skies. Look at him. What's he looking?
Did someone say Mezco? I thought I heard a low-flying aircraft hovering above my home.
An unidentified aircraft.
It was a UAV, unidentified aerial vehicle.
The last thing I'll say before we get to Mezco, while you pull that up, is the sales thing. This Ironheart was on sale at Amazon. It was, I think there was like an $8 coupon or something. So I got this for $25, and this figure rules. But like, yeah, I wasn't going to spend $30 or like $35 on it, or however much it was.
And listen, I'm not a Hasbro toy collector anymore, but I play Magic, and that's owned by Hasbro now. Wizards of the Coast has been owned by Hasbro for a few years now. or they've really been, doing a lot more corporate oversight from Hasbro, because for a while it just kind of was left to run on its own, even though it was a subsidiary. But now Hasbro's gotten more of an influence on it, and the prices are ridiculous across the board. I just paid $80 for a damn deck, and there's a $250 collector's edition of the same deck where every single card is a foil. But whatever they're doing with their foiling now is causing all these cards to curl before you even get them out of the package. So you're getting these pringled cards, and you're paying this premium price for it, and you're technically getting a QC issue across the entire deck. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. That on top of so many releases on top of each other, more releases per year than there's ever been. It's a lot of the same parallels, and it is pricing a lot of people out of that too. It's true across the board for all their brands, it seems like.
Yeah, it's funny. If the pandemic never had happened, I think Magic would be where it was before. Soon as cards started to become super popular and Pokemon and sports cards took off, they were like, "Hey, whoa! Like, why are we not? Why aren't we controlling this a bit more? Isn't Magic something that people are fucking hunting down at the store all crazy? Like, what can we do to try to match these numbers?"
But how many people, like with Pokemon, for example, how many people who went to Target that, bought stuff just to scalp it to the point where Targets had to put notices that say only one per person for Pokemon cards per day or whatever, so many people were going crazy for it during that time, like you said. But how many of those people actually like play the game of Pokemon?
Oh, like almost none.
Less than 5%.
Exactly. Magic is very different because it has less of that. People actually buy the stuff to play it. There is definitely still a percentage of people that do it for that, but the large majority is still people who are trying to get the best cards to be able to play them and do better at the game. And those people are also getting priced out too.
Yeah.
So another case of just alienating the core fan base.
All for the bottom line, baby. That precious bottom line.
You know what? As long as those numbers stay high, whatever. The fans can go fudge themselves.
Man, you sound like a Hasbro exec right now.
Oh, that was a new character I'm working on. It's called the Hasbro exec. How was it?
Genius.
Okay. Let's get in. Let's take a look upward real quick. All right. Because after basically like a year, 2 years of being like, no, we're never doing Robin, per that leaked AMA, or that, it was just an AMA that got, the user got deleted, and you can still find the thread and still has all the answers on there. But that was where the whole like Mez does not like Robin, Mez hates Robin, we're never going to do Robin thing came from. And then back in February at Toys Fair, they did reveal that they are in fact doing a Robon. And here he is.
There he is.
Yes.
He is.
We could kind of tell from the original teaser that was just like the R logo that it was going to be that modern Damian Wayne Robin. And look, there he is in all his Photoshop proof of concept glory.
These are getting way more egregious.
These are nuts.
You know what? It happens.
They do
do it. They do that. You can tell that this is still, a little bit farther out because it is one of those photoshopped images, but it's interesting to note that it's actually had a few updates since. And I think this is probably why they do these Photoshop things, is so they can make these like design changes. So if I were to put them side by side here, you can see some changes in the design that they've made. There's a little bit less black on the tunic. This is the original tease right here, and this is the solicitation images that just went up. It's on pre-order now. They kind of have that general shape, and then they sort of Photoshop in these little details here and there. You can tell that they've done less pleather on the pants here, at least, and then less like negative space, whereas now kind of the pleather or like the vinyl overlays are like just the piping on there rather than like the other way around to do it with negative space. Like I said, there's more black on the tunic in the original, and the red went up the sleeves there. Now they still have those little sleeve details, but in black. There's like a yellow piping on the cape now too. You can see right there, and around the front. So that's probably why they do these photoshopped images, to like implement those designs without having to make a physical prototype before they make the physical prototype. So I guess I get it, but that said, it is still probably accurate, if not gonna get delayed at least 1 or 2 times before it actually comes out when it gets closer to its estimated release date.
What's the estimated release date? August.
So this has joined the farthest out estimated release date window of everything. This is up in May to July of 2023. And in fact, I'll even pull up my shipping update that I made for the stream last week, and I actually did add Robin to it if I can find it here. I cannot find it. Oh, here it is. So Morbius got moved down to that same window as part of the last releases, and
It's still
now
the Robin image on your screen share.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. I'm only sharing the window, but that's okay. Basically, it's Morbius got moved to the same window. So Morbius was moved to that farthest ahead window, May to July of 23. Robin is now joining him. So a solid 8 months out, basically. Well, yeah, 7 months, I guess. I don't know. But I think it looks good. I like what they're going for here. They do have that smaller body that they've used for like Doc Nocturnal, so you can presume that it'll probably be on that body. But then they also have Atticus Doom that's come out since, and he is slightly smaller even. So maybe they'll do that body instead. We don't really get a sense of scale on this guy. There's no Batman to like compare him to in any of these photos. So can't wait to find out.
Good.
Got a Birdarang throwing effect. Look at that. How fun is that?
He is.
Hey. So hopefully this means this is the beginning of them doing all the different eras of Robin, like they've done with Batman. Each of the Batmans should have their corresponding Robin. If this is, the Supreme Sovereign Knight's Robin, Ascending Knight might be able to use a Dick Grayson Robin, or really even like the Golden Age Batman needs. I mean, if you look at the box, especially for the Golden Age Batman that's here on the corner of my screen, they basically just cut out Robin from the image, but he is part of that original image that they're using for the box art. So I think we need a Robin for that Batman too. But at least this shows that they're doing Robin.
They're doing them all right.
What do you guys
At
think?
least.
I think Boog did get this.
Really?
I think he talked about it on his channel. Oh, that was
I think he at least tried to.
Yeah, he tried to get it, but that's the other issue, is that for some reason credit cards were getting declined all over the place. Everybody was hitting me up being like, yo, did yours go through? I didn't pre-order this because it's not an exclusive. You can get this through other retailers like BBTS, Entertainment Earth, all that stuff. So I didn't pre-order this because I'm waiting for it to actually release, and then I get it locally, as I usually recommend people do if that's an option for you. I don't pre-order anything that's not an exclusive, so I didn't try. But people who did try were hitting me up to be like, yo, my card's not going through. What do I do? The usual stuff like just re-entering, deleting, and then re-entering the same card on your account didn't work. Boog kept trying throughout the day. It still wasn't working. A bunch of people were hitting me up to say that it wasn't working, but that's for a credit card. Like if you're paying it with a card and it just takes the deposit and then charges you the rest when it actually ships, that wasn't going through. If you paid with PayPal and paid it all ahead of time in full right now, those were going through just fine. So cue the X-Files music. The conspiracy is out there that Mezco doesn't want to just take deposits on this. They want to pay it in full.
They want the whole damn thing.
They want it all up front. None of that. None of that interest-free loans on the NRDs over here.
It's rough, but that's rough, brother.
What's rough about it, Pancho?
It's just wild that everything you said about partial payments not going through, but PayPal full payments going through. Just a weird track record. When you lay it all out on a cork board with red string, definitely make some connections.
Schwan with an interesting point, and I've I think it was a toy kind of one of my group chats was saying this too. Schwan is saying, wasn't Fob always pushing pre-ordering through Mezco for everything? No, I've always said like I never pre-order stuff that's not an exclusive through Mezco.
You
The only
said
thing I
always
push-
waitlist. That's what you said. If you can't,
yeah, you can waitlist because there's no risks for there, whatever. But the only thing I really pushed for people to like actually pre-order direct from Mezco was that Snyder Cut set, so that they could see what the demand for it is, like directly, so that hopefully that means we get like more Snyder Cut stuff, like they do a Cyborg or something, for example. That probably isn't happening now, and that Snyder Cut set is still like a year delayed. So that was one that I for sure remember being like, no, I think people should pre-order this one direct to like show how much interest there is for it directly. But I've always been upfront about saying like I don't pre-order anything that's not an exclusive. I get my stuff locally when it releases. No deposits for me. That's why I'm not in the camp of people who have all this, all these deposits outstanding already that make them, hesitant to cancel anything once the actual shipping comes out. I'm not at a loss for that many NRDs, just the stuff for exclusives.
Just still a lot, to be fair.
It can be. I've switched over to doing everything PayPal paying for, to be honest. So I'm not really doing the deposits like that no more.
True.
Yeah, that's me. In fact, there's a bunch of stuff charging right now that I did put deposits on that I'm just like, oof, now I gotta eat that. But
doesn't that mean that you're paying it all just in 4 installments?
Yeah.
That's even more money tied down than the
technically, I guess, yeah. But then I'm not getting hit. Like that's what's happening right now with the what's this called? The Death Brokers, the Magical Enhancement Kit, and Death Dealer. 2 of those charged earlier this week. Death Dealer is getting ready to charge this coming week, and I have deposits on all of those. So I'm just like, oof, getting hit for 3 in October here is rough for sure, especially because I got Merciful Fate at the end of the month and Judas Priest at the beginning of next month. It's gonna be nobody's getting Christmas presents from me this year. Sorry, y'all.
That makes a lot of sense. I've seen a lot of people in these groups. Does anybody want to buy my Death Dealer? And every time I kept reading that, I was like, why are people selling something that they don't even know when it comes out? But that makes a lot of sense because it's charging soon.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know this. News to me.
Brian Merchant might be joking, but I do actually buy them off the guy, and he pulls them out of his trunk. It's a very nice trunk, though. He drives a Mustang.
Fatman hit us with 5 earlier in the show, saying they listen to Rob though, only being a centimeter smaller than other Batman figures, so he just won't be that much smaller, which is just odd.
He will be smaller, like if you compare him with a Batman with Atticus Doom or with Doc Nocturnal. It will be smaller, but he's not like a kid. It's just a small person. Wait, no, that sounds even less accurate. A short person.
He also hit us with 5 again, saying that's also incredibly sketch that Mezco is only taking full payments on PayPal and they have a track record of not releasing stuff. Gotta admit, it's a little sketch.
That was just on the day that it dropped. I don't know, at this point if they've fixed that issue. Because again, I haven't tried. But
somebody risk the NRD and try it right now.
Risk the NRD and try.
Yeah, somebody risk the NRD, right? Eat $23.75 up front right now for us if it goes through, and then throw us another $5 to tell us if it worked or not. No, do not do that. Yes, thank you. I needed that. I've started doing that on my channel too, just to make sure people know when I'm kidding or not, because some people really be out here thinking everything I say is for true, and then
did you watch the podcast
and then go on?
You never break kayfabe, Bob.
No. Wow, because what fun is that? Speaking truthfully and honestly, come on, who wants to do that?
Yeah, I hope you guys don't. I hope you guys know that I don't watch the podcast anymore because last week they told us all to spend our money on the NRD live.
No, please don't actually do that.
Shit is fucked up, bro.
I'm just saying, some people take what I say seriously and then go on to give me an itemized list of times that I've wronged them personally. And I will say, the stuff I said, it was in a certain instance was much more innocuous than the stuff that Kevin was saying about my channel when you were on, Punch. And he and I are still friends. Who cares? I don't actually care. It's fine.
What?
It's getting personal. It's getting personal.
What'd he say?
No, I mean, it gets my viewers bring it up sometimes too, and they're like, "Your channel's still relevant to me, Fobs," you know.
Oh, that's right, because you stopped collecting Mezco. Okay, I see what
yeah. No, I get it. You know, it's a joke. That's fine. But the stuff, I don't even want to get into it. Don't be. I get it, Kev. You can go ahead and do that. Hello there, if you're there, or as I'm going to start saying hell here. But that stuff, it's great with me. I don't care. But just be careful what other Mezco-centric YouTube channels you start saying that around. You might get your own itemized list of times you've wronged them, too.
No.
Oh, my God.
But anyway, a little inside baseball here. That said, Robin is up for pre-order still, $95. Ships May to July. And there you go. So like I said, the only other news is the stuff that's charging. So Death Brokers and what's it called? Magical Enhancement Kit, which apparently had a new surprise little accessory, put in there.
That it did.
Yeah, so that's cool. And then Death Dealer charging next week. So the estimate on that one was accurate. It actually wasn't part of the last round of delays. The last time there was delays, not this last time, but the time before that, the Death Dealer missed that round of delays. It was still in like the August window, well into September, and then just randomly it got moved to October to November. It had its own little single delay, but that seems like it'll be accurate. People will be getting it here at the end of October and then into November as they continue shipping. So there you go. There you go.
So
There he is.
Yeah, this guy looks great. He's gonna have double jointed elbows too. In these pictures, he's still got singles, baby. Come on.
Oh.
Now he's
it's
gonna
updated, man. What are we doing?
And now I'm glad I got my 4 headless horsemen, because now I'm gonna give this horse to Death Dealer. He's gonna be a horseless, headless horseman, but that's okay too.
I thought you said you got 4 of them, so you could have 4. Four horsemen.
I'm looking for the 4 worstmen of the apocalypse. No. Trying to get those Super 7s, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. That's it for Mezco. Kept it short and sweet, other than a little bit of, peeling back the curtain.
That's it. Next up we have SHF. Rick, you suggest this? I don't know what's
going on. And it's not
on.
like anyone I'm talking about even watches his channel.
You never know.
Well, sometimes they took the moral high ground, Oh my God, Loki. The 4 horses on the roof, those are the real horses I need. I need Pablo, I need Juan, I need Guillermo, and I need Oscar. Random. Very random.
Poncho, you really disappoint me right now.
Uh-oh.
You're telling me you don't know what the fuck we're talking about with SHF?
Sorry.
Really?
Thickest woman coming out of a Digivice.
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck!
Oh, come on, man. We saw it.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay.
Is it on Instamashi? Can Fabio access those?
No, we have all the pictures in the chat.
Those files.
Look at that. Japanese publication pictures, baby.
Oh, damn it. Hang on.
Let's go.
Never mind. No, we don't.
Sorry, I lost it. I don't know why I clicked what I clicked. What did I even do?
Twerking video, isn't?
Yeah, here we go.
There you go.
Here we go. Remember her?
I do remember
Angel
her.
Oh my God! Look at that real thickness sculpted.
There it is. That's where religion is born. Right there, boy.
Anjewamon? What is the pronunciation for this?
Anjewamon.
That's so on the nose.
Oh my God.
Angel,
she is a woman and an angel.
And a Digimon.
That's true.
Talk about a portmanteau of words.
A digital monster, if you will.
Look at this realistic leg switch.
Texture. Look at that.
Texture and big bold letters, baby.
This needs the Shiba Inu next to it. This needs to say, such texture. Wow.
Who is sculpting shit like this, brother? It's what? No one.
Yeah, like the last time they did Digimon stuff was during D-Arts. That was almost a decade ago.
I was about to say that's like 8 years ago. Like almost a decade since I think that they've done anything.
It's crazy. It's smart to go ahead and rebrand under the reboot.
It never made sense to have them all separated. It should just always be SHF. Why the fuck is there a D-Arts and a fucking, come on.
What was the whole deal with D-Arts? What was that? Why was that subsidiary made, and I never understood that.
Because it was like digital arts that was based on video games, right? Because there was a Mega Man that was under that brand, right?
Yeah, Mega Man was D-Arts, so was Pokemon.
But then Digimon has games, but that's not what they're known for. They're known for the show. Didn't really make sense. But you know what?
I like how low key her design is like one of those like biblically accurate angels. Have you seen that?
And that is for sure purposeful.
Yeah,
no question. And you know, it's funny because I remember vividly a decade ago, or maybe even 12 years ago, I was sitting down with KO when they announced these fucking Digimon. I was like, you know what? It really doesn't make sense to me that Angel Woman and Angemon aren't the first ones made. And he was like, oh yeah, they'll do them eventually. But I was like, yeah, like I understand that, but like these are like most popular characters, like besides like Greymon, those two, like it's Greymon and then these two, and then everybody else is so like far away in popularity to those three. Like never really made sense to me that after Greymon it wasn't these two. Like why wasn't it Angel Woman? Why wasn't it Angemon? Like what are we doing?
When are they going to give us a Dark Magician Girl? Is that already out? I think Figma did one.
Yeah, Figma did one, baby. Figma was all over it. And I think it's really expensive now.
Yeah, it is. So D-Arts was specifically just video game stuff from what I remember. Because I remember the Mario was supposed to be D-Arts, then the merger happened, and then it just came under the SHF banner or something like that.
I wonder where the Digimon fits in then, because they're not known for a game. Like I mean,
well, they were Tamagotchis first, so technically they're a game.
Tamagotchi connections. Okay. Okay. I see where your head's at. Action. That, huh? Action.
It is action. Snowcat hit us with 5. Man the Myth said this Angelomon is the greatest invention made by mankind in the past 5 years. I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. We're truly living in the future now.
We're getting sculpted thickness and biblical references. Come on, man. This is next level shit.
Well, Boo Cat has to clarify. Not enough eyes for biblically accurate. I think they're under that helmet.
Yeah, you know, I think they don't want to freak the kids out, so they had to hide them.
But look at this texture.
The texture, it do be texturous.
Poncho said it time and time again. The Renaissance continues.
Absolutely.
It's not over, baby.
Is this biblically accurate too?
Oh, ideally.
Okay.
It is.
I don't know if I made it that far. I stopped at Leviticus.
I mean, look at. Can you imagine how this meeting went? Hey, I'm sculpting that Digimon. Do I make her thick or what? What do you guys think? And somebody just goes, texture.
More.
You know what? I hear you, Sensei. It's done.
Hear you, Sensei.
I hear you. It's done.
Oh man, this is great. Wow. I wonder if they'll do Angemon. I mean, they gotta.
Yeah,
oh, I didn't even see Koopa Steve's comment. I'm sorry, Steve. I didn't see that. I actually didn't see that. I was like, wait, what? No. Maybe we just both went for the low hanging fruit. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's got to be next, and then hopefully they redo a version of Greymon. I know there's like a fucking million versions of Greymon, but
well, they did a bunch
sure.
of. They did War Greymon. I want if they do an actual Greymon that scales with monster arts. I would lose my mind.
And you know what they've done? I swear that they've done SHF X Monster Arts, right? It'd be dope if they could,
they
like,
have.
do that
Yeah,
again.
Proportion? You're telling me this thing has proportion?
A portion.
A while ago, there were those transforming Digimon that were coming out, where like it started off as their like second Digi-evolution. They would transform into their third, like this, and I had the Gatomon that transformed into the Angelomon. I transformed her once, and then I put her back in the box, and she's probably up. I gotta sell that.
I totally remember when you bought those, because I remembered saying, "Oh yeah, they made those when I was a kid. This is like a redo of that line from when the show was really popular, where they had an exact same line where they had the second evolution would be able to transform into the third evolution, and obviously it was like redone, but in a better. But yeah, you got to sell that shit.
I have the Diaboromon one, the one from the movie, and that one's good because I don't think they'll ever make a Diaboromon ever. I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
It is what it is. I really love this for obvious reasons. It's a great figure.
Because you're a big Digimon fan.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's a big proponent. He's a big proponent of texture.
True. I want to give a big shout out to the toy community on Instagram real quick. When I first started on Instagram and I was making friends with people in the toy community, I was doing cosplay too, and my sister cosplayed as Angelomon, and she got catcalled so much when I shared a picture of the two of us that she quit Instagram for a whole month. So
no,
those guys are fucking dogs. It is what it is. Jesus Christ, bro.
Not like this.
Oh, no.
To this day, no one's seen Poncho's sister. and they never will. In fact, most of the audience is shocked to hear you say it. Poncho has a sister? We see pictures? No, sir. Here's a story I'm about to tell you about his sister's pictures.
This is great.
I'm not like the average Digimon fan, okay?
That's true. I'm a nicer one.
They watch the Digimon for the waifus, for the digital monsters. I watch Digimon for the plot.
Yeah, of course.
We are not the same.
I value Digimon.
This is what I mean by the plot right here.
And I tell you that when it comes to Digimon, I value texture over everything else.
I value texture, articulation, action, and proportion. Personal. That's just me. I can't speak for everybody. And coloring. I forgot about coloring, of course.
You can't forget about coloring.
You're a class act, brother.
I read Digimon for the articles.
Have really good crosswords.
Anyway, what's next?
After this is NECA. Let's talk NECA. The last thing I'll say is I really want an Angemon. I really want it's spooky, yes. I don't want another Omnimon. I feel like we've gotten like 4 Omnimons. I just want an Angemon. I just want a nice Angemon to go with this Angelomon, and then I would like them to do Angemon's next evolution, but then that would mean that they would have to do Angelomon's next evolution, which is basically just a long wolf.
Long wolf.
Oh, they have Angemon as a figurized kit? Oh, they sure do, Koopa Steve. God damn. Devimon and Devilmon? Yeah, they'll be great. Oh, shit. Even like the Digimon from the second season.
The blue guy. What's the blue guy's name?
I always forget. But whenever he has like that gold armor, that'd be sick. I know there's a figurized kit of him in that gold armor for sure. Where Garurumon will be super sick. Just like Kabuterimon would be super sick too. Like just
Oh yeah.
I just like want a resurgence of like cool Digimon, man. A Leomon would be rad. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my!
You-
People throwing out those suggestions.
I really thought that we were gonna get this like when Digimon Tri started again. I don't know if you ever watched Digimon Tri, but I thought that was gonna happen, but it didn't. But there's, I think these also don't these have an anime heroes line too?
Yes, they do. They Anime Heroes? No, they have a 3-inch. They have a Shoto line. The Digimon is their fingers are in all sorts of pies right now, brother.
I think we're forgetting the most key character in all of this.
Ooh, are you talking about the
Cinnamon?
The Applejack Cinnamon.
That's it.
I thought you were gonna bring up the cactus with the punching gloves.
Here I am. I am Cinnamon. Here I am. I am Cinnamon.
I am Cinnamon. Hell yes.
Haunter Dream says, yeah, the Anime Heroes is released at the end of the month. Oh, sick. I want the bunny one. Fatman says he wants the bunny one in his 5th form. Yeah, Terrymon. Terrymon was a sick Digimon. Gatling guns for arms. God, I love Digimon.
Oh yeah, that was fire. That's another one that's pretty popular. Realistically, if we don't get a giant monster arts of the fucking cactus with the boxing gloves, we riot.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I feel like they did the Final Fantasy monster of that in figure form at some point.
Oh my god. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they totally did.
Oh, Digivolving Spirits did have a Magna Angemon. Also, Jesus Christ, this thing was $200, brother.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. It was a Patamon, and then it digivolved into a. This thing is crazy. Anyway, all right. Yeah, we talked a lot about this. Anyway, let's talk. Let's get
the word "mon" a lot.
Yeah, that's it.
So, up next, quick hits. All right.
What about the Digimon that gave Mimi the pink turd? Is that the same pink turd that was in Battle of the Gods? Where no, was it in? No, it was in. What? No, it was in Revival of F, where we stepped in the shit. Do you remember that?
Yes.
One of my favorite questions ever asked on the internet is somebody on Twitter posted a picture of we stepping in the shit, and then someone asked, "Who shit that?" Nobody lives on the planet except Whis and Beerus. Who shit is that?
It's like that classic Sunny episode, Who Pooped the Bed?
Who pooped the bed?
it's either the fish or Whis.
That's true. Yeah. Speaking of that reference, Fabio, there's a YouTube group called Wizards with Shotguns. They're like a sketch comedy group. They are so fucking funny. They remind me of like Mega 64 so much, and they have a video that's done in a film noir, like old movie style, and it's the case of Who Shat My Pants. Please watch that. It's like a 5-minute video. It is perfect. It's the case of Who Shat My Pants. It is so funny.
I love that.
All right, let's get spooky. Let's talk NECA.
I've been looking up these internet sketch groups in the past couple of weeks just for research.
There it is.
Yep. All right, check it out. I just got turned on to. I even just like found a random screenshot today. I forgot his name, but he's a dude who does these like sketches, and they're all like rotoscope animation.
Oh yes, yeah. He's really great.
That shit was hilarious.
It's so funny because he posted a video where he was suggesting other channels a couple of weeks ago, and Wizards with Shotguns is one of the channels that he suggested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just saw the meme that I saw today was like, like when you finish all like the quests in an RPG or whatever, and it's just like a screenshot from a video, and it's just like the peasant dude or like the adventurer like RPG guy, and he's just like, I have collected all of the cheese wheels in this game. Is it Joel Haver? Okay, I think it might be Joel Haver. Thank you, Koopa Steve. I'm gonna look it up real quick. But anyway, is it time to get spooky?
Let's get spooked, baby.
Really?
I think so.
Oh yeah, it's Joel Haver. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that guy's awesome. Really good stuff.
Check out Joel Haver and check out Wizard with Shotguns.
Yeah.
Check out Who Shot My Pants.
I heard about the SNL stealing a skit, but I think was it the Charmin one?
It was like the Charmin one, yeah.
Yeah, all like the bears from Charmin, and the kid's like, I think I want to be like a dancer. It's like, what are you talking about? No. Our life is wiping our asses. And there's just like toilet paper all over the house and shit.
So he took the high road on that, and he was like, well, tons of people have the same idea all the time. It is what it is, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And like, I get that, but definitely stole your shit, bro. Like, it is too on the nose.
Oh, yeah.
Brother.
And that's who pooped on Whis' planet. On
SNL.
Bring it. Yep. All right. It's time to get serious, okay? Enough of these laughs, okay?
Oh.
It's time to go for gasps.
Uh-oh.
You what?
Because we are still amidst NECA's 31 Nights of Fright.
I don't have thunder, so I'm going to do the air horn.
Whoa. Oh my God. It got so spooky in here. I think I just felt a chill.
Yep.
My windows are closed. Where did the breeze come from? Oh no. All right. New spooky reveals. I think we talked about this. This is the last thing. So the next thing. No. That was just to bookmark it. Remember the Invisible Man?
I do.
Well, here's his packaging.
Wow.
There he is.
He's much more visible than I imagined.
Yes.
This looks good.
It's a sick, you gotta love this, the old one-sheet posters. Happy anniversary to the release of Bride of Chucky 24 years ago.
Wow.
And NECA's life-size Chucky and Tiffany dolls are finishing production with order for fulfillment to begin shortly.
Ooh. I gotta stop using the air horn. I want to give a big shout out to my wife real quick. We were in Target. She saw the smaller scaled ones.
Mm-hmm.
Picks it
up.
The
doll ones or the Ultimates?
The Ultimates. It's the 2-pack one or whatever. She picks it up and she goes, "Oh, I don't like this." And she puts it right down.
Oh my God. Tell him to try better next time, babe.
Yeah, I thought this was some Dark Mirror Jim Henson right here.
It's Sven Gulli, bro.
I thought this was Ron Jeremy.
Two different directions.
So we've run out of horror movie icons.
How about this guy with a chicken?
Doing fucking anyone now. The fuck is next?
Anyone with eyeliners in.
Sven Gulli. Alice Cooper next, maybe? I don't know.
What's the name of the guy that fucking destroys the watermelons on stage?
Gallagher.
Next. That guy's fucking next.
You think? What if they got the rights to Dave Chappelle's Black Gallagher?
Oh my God!
Oh man, Black Gallagher.
Oh fuck!
Hey, it looks like him.
It looks just like him.
Yeah.
Everyone's been asking for it. How many times I walk into Target and people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, you seem like you're a toy collector," and I'm like, "Yep." And then they go, "When are they going to make a Svengali?" I'm like, "You know what?
I got news for you, brother.
We got to leave that in the hands of the Lord." And sure enough, look at that.
The Lord being Randy.
Correct.
All right. This is not technically part of that, but they are doing an ET set, but that's not spooky. Whoa! Wow. They're doing Ultimate Misfits Fiend.
There he is.
Yeah. Speaking of a horror business, I hope my neighbor, Glenn Danzig, I hope they cut him a nice check for this. So he can get all the cat food he wants.
Local supermarket shopper.
My
I
neighbor.
got something to say. I fed my kitties today. Yeah,
Oh, it's like he's here.
classic meme.
Like he's here.
Is that you?
Glenn, you here?
I got, also known as a beloved Aqua Teen Hunger Force guest star.
Yeah, that's how they know him.
Yep.
Oh,
And then this
baby.
is interesting. So they don't technically have the license for Scream,
Oh,
but Ghostface is its own license.
is it really?
Yeah.
How does
So
that work?
they're doing, I don't know. It's very interesting.
The way that it works, from what I understand, is that Scream never fucking owned the license to use that mask in the movie to begin with.
Oh,
That was always a Halloween mask that they just bought at a store and used for the movie. And afterward, they're like, "Yeah, man, like we own that fucking mask." And so that's why they're able to use it. And they just call it Ghostface. Like, it's funny. My little brother, just like, "Oh, I want that Scream figure." Why does it say Ghostface? And I told him, like, "Oh, I think that they don't own Scream, and they have to go through the toy the company that makes the costume. I think they have the license to like use the costumes that they make, and they just give the accessories that corresponds to the movie, anyways."
there it is. You heard it here
Mhm.
first.
So with that, you got all these crazy weird variations. They've done another version of Ghostface as an ultimate. This is the V2 right here. It comes with a flamethrower and 2 machetes now, and
I
these
thought that
different maps.
flamethrower was like a utility belt.
No, it is a flamethrower. And when are we gonna get the goddamn what's up?
I know. That's what I'm waiting for.
No, that's like what everybody asks for.
We have to. Come on. They should just do the Scary Movie as a license.
They really
Yeah,
should.
it has
you
to be
imagine?
super.
Can we? I can't wait until we get up to Scary Movie 3 figures and we get the sheriff with the giant hat.
Yes.
That is. I was talking about this with my friend, dude. That is probably like one of the funniest shits I've ever seen in any movie of all time. That is my single favorite sight gag of any comedy movie of all time.
Her struggling to get in the car. I physically almost pissed myself. I was laughing so hard.
Dude, it's set up so perfectly too, because the scene's like, from a writing perspective, it is the fucking perfect scene. Because it opens up, opening line of the scene. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on around here. And then every time it cuts back, the hat gets bigger and bigger. And then the final line of the scene. So let me know if you see any weird stuff going on. Incredible. Oh my god, dude. I fucking love that movie.
We don't get them to get this fucking Scary Movie license, we riot. There's no way it's expensive either.
Dude, no way. And I think it would go, at least the first two, I probably might go through the Wayans brothers. I don't know.
Yeah.
It would have to be, I'm sure.
Or
I wouldn't be mad if we got some Wayans brothers figures either.
Dude, that'd be so cool.
Give us the Wayans brothers
white chicks, please.
Yeah, give us white chicks figures. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood figures.
Oh my god, I'd lose my mind.
I just need Latrell Spencer. Did somebody tell you this was an all white party?
somebody get this jigaboo away from me. He comes with a wheelchair, so you could put female figures in it.
Yeah. That's actually great, because he says that line at the beginning of the movie, like, once you go whatever, and so whatever it is, end up in a wheelchair, and then at the end of the movie, he's in a wheelchair himself. That is wow, brilliant. Those Wayans. God damn, so good.
I also really like that this comes with a voice changer.
Yeah, it does.
That's cool. It's a cool little.
And 2 knives, and it's like the knife,
And 2 machetes. And
who owns that?
There's a
Cutco.
That's a Cutco. That's a Cutco for sure.
You guys aren't selling knives, are you? No.
There's a picture. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say there's a picture where we see more of the body underneath.
Yeah,
it's got the guns are out, baby.
Sun's out, guns out. Well, it's a soft goods coat, which is cool.
Chia Pets.
Well, we'll get to those. Yeah, soft goods cloak. Look at that. He's got
Oh,
it.
he's got the
Break
little
that.
sketch there. Something for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, he's got the flak vest. You know, he looks like Roman Reigns in the Shield.
You know what? I thought this was Roman Reigns right here.
Oh, I can see why you're confused because Roman Reigns is well known for his Ghostface mask.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Right,
that looks like Dean Ambrose for sure.
Well, the
I don't
Ghostface
know.
isn't wet enough. His hair isn't wet enough
Yeah.
for him to be in the Shield.
He's a little too dry to be Dean Ambrose. For sure.
Yeah. And with the mask on, we can't tell if half of his hair is bleached blonde, so we're not totally sure if it's Seth Rollins. But okay. Whoa! I got spooked because this Chia Pet looks like Chucky.
Shit.
Whoa.
I thought it looked like Weird Al.
Oh my God.
All right. What about Dracula?
There he is. I gotta
Bela
retire my Jazz Where's
Lugosi.
Dracula now. Why'd I
And
buy
yeah,
that?
that's your paisan.
That is my Python.
That's your paisan right there.
No, isn't he? Somebody corrected me. He's like Hungarian or something. But my paisan, I mean my cousin, loves Bela Lugosi. So maybe I'll hook up Giovanni with one of these.
He is Hungarian. What the hell?
Don't you just feel lied to?
What
First
what
the
am I? Am I?
Gabagool, now this. God damn.
What do we know what our race is now?
Oh my god, dude. I saw somebody's like Halloween like charcuterie board decoration, and it was like
What?
a bunch of like prosciutto and gabagool and everything like wrapped around in like the shape of a skeleton, and it was the gabagool.
Oh yeah, the gabagool.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
All right. Whoa, these Earths be getting defended with
Jesus
this
Christ.
guy, Garax.
It's the human shape. What the fuck is going on?
And even though they haven't shown images, they're doing a Back to the Future accessory set.
Wow.
They did show images that was revealed today. We seen.
Oh, it was? Okay. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's a NECA store exclusive, not available anywhere else. It comes with a dog?
Einstein, baby.
I want the dog.
Can you pet the dog?
Comes with the radioactive case, the shoes, by themselves, not on Marty's feet, and with the carrying
What?
case.
That's nice. The helmet?
Yeah, the memory helmet. Not another word. Not another word. You are with the
This
youth
looks sick.
auxiliary.
Look, it's the radioactive case.
Yeah, and one of them comes out. Not all of them, but one of them.
Oh, interesting.
Bummer.
Well, how many did they pull out in the movie? Huh? It's
True.
accurate.
Exactly. We're going for accuracy here, Bojo.
Oh, and look, the Spock hand for
Spock
this Marty
hand.
figure that nobody bought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
for
shit
the
is on
Marty that was-
clearance heavy.
Yeah,
Marty that's still at a lot of people's targets.
yeah. Now that I'm very
There's a bigger picture breakdown. Oh yeah, it comes with a note.
there it is.
Handwritten.
That's the breakdown right there.
You're
Aki
fired.
Taki.
Whoa, comes with both of the license plates. Oh, and a helmet for this Doc Brown.
Yes.
Interesting.
A really good accessory pack.
It is, and you won't get it anywhere else.
I love how they couldn't put Nike and they put NECA.
NECA. I was just looking at that, dude. That's so clever. And it's not a swoosh that's on there, so it's not infringing copyright. It's more of a whoosh. Wait, that's probably taken too. Yeah, this looked great. This, speaking of dogs.
Whoa. What if I told you that NECA had that dog in him? Fucking
They got. We just walked out of the doctor's office. We seen an X-ray of NECA. They got the dog in them.
This is a really cool set. Oh my god.
This is my probably my favorite horror movie of all time. And
Dang.
this is a spook.
Nico Hodge, I hate that guy. Those videos are fucking hilarious. Yo.
No release info yet, but gosh darn it, look at this spooky ass dog, man.
It's crazy. The sculpting on the spider is unreal.
Mhm.
Like, if this, how much do you think this is going to be when it comes out?
I wouldn't be surprised if this is like an ultimate, but it is just like all of this, and it probably $35.
That's insane. That level of sculpting and detail for $35 it's crazy. Every other video I see is Andrew Jackson had that dog in him. Yeah, so I'm in the same boat, Nico. I just kept on seeing so and so had that dog in him videos, every other video, and I just kept on scrolling past them. And then finally on Thursday, I was like, I guess I'll watch him. And he does so many people. We're talking from Andrew Jackson to Stephen Hawking. Everybody had the fucking dog in him. And I watched those videos for like 2 hours at work. It's so funny. Anyway.
Well, that dog got a thing in him. Yeah. All right, well, there it is.
There it is. There it is.
That's crazy.
What is it with 2 back-to-back days of dog reveals, huh?
You know?
The dog in
They
him.
might.
What
they
can I
might-
say?
they
Well,
might-
things are just so spooky that, you know, we got to lighten it up a little bit. We need something to cleanse the palate.
They might have a dog in them.
All right, that's it for NECA. What's next?
I guess that's it. Period.
Miscellaneous. There was something from Super 7 we were going to mention, right?
Uh,
A bunch of stuff is shipping now. I know Ghost Boy, Papa Emeritus II is shipping.
you ordered that?
I did. And then what else? Not that. Where are they? There was something else shipping out. Oh, The Worst. Wave 1 is shipping out.
Oh, nice.
Those I did not pre-order, and I need to find them through a retailer.
Wasn't that guy down there from Coraline?
No, this
From Mar-
is
Oh, that's Troy McClure.
this is
You
Troy
might know him
McClure from The Simpsons.
I remember him from such educational films as
Hey,
that guy,
this guy,
that-
Vincent Price.
Marching Band Man,
Vincent Price?
is the one right after it.
Oh, this guy. Tim Burton's Corpse Bride.
Or
Yeah.
Pride, that's where he's from.
What
Yeah.
a wild license pull.
Interesting that they're doing, you know, that. I mean, it makes sense because they're doing all kinds of Tim Burton stuff too. But I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was just gonna mention that. That's shipping.
What about Santa Legends?
Oh yeah, that's right. I do have it pulled up. Okay, y'all ready for this?
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, no. What about they got a deal on all the packaging that Hasbro was throwing out.
They really did, dude.
Here it is.
They
Naughty
went
or
into
Nice collection is nearly upon us.
They went into that factory and they were like, okay. How much you want for the rest of these boxes?
Yo, dead serious. Like, from a production standpoint, I promise you, the factory that prints all these plastic clamshells or they produce them, they probably had such a surplus of these that they thought that they would never be able to sell again. So they probably offered it to these guys. Like, hey, we have all these clamshells. Like, we have the clamshells. We can, these are the dimensions. We can have your design team make your cardboard around it or whatever.
That is for sure what happened. They were
Sorry.
they were in the factory and they were like, trust me, brother, you're gonna want these. The deal is a penny a piece.
Adult collectible, not a toy. Ages 14 and up. It's the Santa. And Zombie Santa.
There it is.
And also the Krampus.
Krampus looks cool.
Crazy.
They all look cool.
Yeah.
He's fucking crumping.
He is.
He do be crumping.
He's crumped up.
Crumped up from the lump. I like the head sculpt on the zombie Santa. That's like the only reason I'd want it.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting that they're putting this head. Are there like other hands that match with this skin tone here?
Probably not.
Maybe, but they are hoping to ship by Christmas, but may not make it in time. These are up on BBTS.
Yeah, I've had these pre-ordered for a calendar year at this point.
Yes, dude. Robot Santa. He's a robot.
Giving NECA a run for their money. I mean, they're giving Mezco a run for their money.
Mm-hmm. What I really need from this line is the composite Santa.
What is
from Robot Chicken? Where it was half Santa and half a bomb. I think it was just half a snowman, like a Jack Frost type of guy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's a really
Sergeant Santa. I'm partial to as well.
I got a bunch of these Santas on pre-order, and I'm hoping by the time these come out, somebody just has an Arnold Schwarzenegger head with his haircut from Jingle All the Way, fucking Kit Bash.
Oh yeah,
that would be cool.
And that's just like my permanent Christmas display. Him beating up all these Santas.
Yes, dude.
Little fucking Santa fight.
You got to get yourself a big show.
Yeah, big show. And put suspenders on him.
And you gotta get yourself a Santa midget.
That's true.
I'm sorry, little
Santa. What?
What?
Literally, you just drape this over one of them. Done. Yeah, I like this accessory pack a lot too.
It's nice.
How
many people do you think are going to put that robe on a Fison body? I promise you.
Oh yeah.
For Mrs. Santa.
Incoming Santa baby post.
All those Mariah Carey action figures cryogenically defrosted, making it in time for the end of the year.
Am I really all you asked for Christmas? It's happening. It's happening.
I like how they all have like different accessories too. You know,
it's very cool.
It's a good excuse to like make people order a bunch of them.
Yeah,
genius move.
I guess they're all BBTS exclusives. Interesting. Wasn't this a Kickstarter? Or no, maybe they just took pre-orders on their site.
Oh yeah, there's also that news. Speaking of BBTS, it was reported. I sent it somewhere in the chat. I don't know where the fuck it is now in the chat, but BBTS is producing their own figures now, and they're going to announce them really soon.
Oh, I wonder what they'll be. Yeah. I wonder if they're going the nacelle route and just grabbing like a license and doing new figures for it, or if it's going to be OG designs, in-house stuff.
I sent it in the chat, and you could kind of see their outline.
Okay.
But I don't really know what the hell they are. But you could kind of see outline of what they are. I sent it again in the podcast chat. So,
speaking of in-house designs, there's a new alien figure.
Oh, hell yeah!
The Stranger of the Universe.
What the fuck is this? I need this.
You've never seen this?
Oh, what the fuck is this?
What, dude? It's the Stranger of the Universe.
Oh man, I hella want this. What the fuck? I used to have this. I still own this like weird ass alien toy from when I was a kid. Out at the fucking flea market. This looks just like it. This is crazy.
This looks like. Have you guys seen Nope?
Yeah, I was just about to say these look like the aliens from Nope, but just with a different head sculpt on.
Wow. Yes, the aliens.
And this one's spooked, huh?
Yeah, dude. They all
aliens.
Like alternate heads too. There's 4 types. Look at this one. It's got an underbite.
Very crump.
Yeah. Magnetic feet and flashlight will make something happen.
Make something happen.
Something will happen.
Genius marketing.
Just letting you know, the magnetic feet and the flashlight are gonna make something happen.
A flashlight might make something happen. It might even make it light up. It could be anything.
Well, we're not promising anything. Something will happen.
Something will happen. Keep the promises vague. That's the way to do it.
I'm not the only one that's going to order this, am I?
Oh, I'm already ordering them. Not a question.
I need this. This is so ridiculous.
I'm kind of down. I might get. I like this one because it comes with like the ray gun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right, and then maybe I like this expression more. It also has the ray gun.
You know what? This one has the magnetic feet.
They all have magnetic feet.
But which one is the one that comes with a flashlight so we could see something interesting happen?
We didn't say interesting. We just said something.
Don't get too excited for Rick.
something is happening. Whether it's interesting or not, it's up to interpretation. Something is gonna happen.
So that's the Stranger of the Universe, and then you guys linked this in the chat too.
Oh, this is
Oh no, this is the real one actually.
this is too good.
This is
dude.
actually the Green Goblin, not just the
It's so funny when you shared the link for this. I was specifically looking for the shitty name, and I was like, "Oh, they just called him Green Goblin," and I go, "Oh, it's actually Hot Toys." Okay.
It's so good. I'm almost shocked that they didn't make the face where he whistles when he pulls out the knife. I'm like, oh, they're gonna go
Oh.
whistle face. He goes like, and then he's like, oh, very clean, Peter.
You know what's crazy? Like, this figure looks better than he does in the movie. like the suit and like the torn jacket on him. Like, I didn't feel that costume in the movie. I wasn't feeling it at all. I thought it was weird. The whole time I wanted him to take the purple like shawl off because I just thought it didn't really work. But like the figure looks way better than it did in the movie for me at least. Maybe I have to rewatch it or something. But
you know what it is? I wonder if it helps that you're able to see it in full light.
Could be.
Oh, that's one of the detriments of Hollywood right now, and that's like a big meme of like everything is too dark in Hollywood, and like
Mhm.
maybe you just weren't able to take the suit in properly because it was all so
Whoa,
dark.
buddy,
all the
those are
time.
union workers you're talking shit about. The lighting department.
I'm sorry.
Dragon Eyes is saying these alien figures are scaled like the kid-sized body coons that came out earlier this year, and also they have an alternate neck peg so you can put other heads on it too. This is a must buy, brother. Like these alien
Oh,
figures,
man.
incredible.
Yeah, you're telling me that these are sculpted by the same dude that did fucking Pokemon, or they're like the figures that the dude that did Pokemon sculpted? Game
They're
fucking
scaled
on.
like it. They're scaled like it.
They're
So they're
scaled. They're
little.
scaled like it. They're scaled like it. Yeah. So I'm fucking in there. Did you order those, by the way, Poncho?
I was about to order them because I was gonna make my like a little trainer of myself, but then I'm like, I don't want to sculpt all that shit, so I just didn't.
Yeah, you did an acrylic standee.
I did, and there were. Oh, it's right here.
Here he is. Yeah,
Here he is.
here he
Little me.
is. Tim,
That's me.
acrylic, little acrylic, cheesy.
He needs his own aura.
Well, hey,
Really?
while we're at it, I don't know
Oh.
I
Well,
have, an impact effect right here.
Oh,
Could work.
charged up.
I don't know.
yeah, that's
You're charging up, brother.
Here it is.
whoa.
Charging up.
He's gathering his KO Ken.
That's true. Loki says he needs those horrible yellow eyes.
Those what? You cut out?
You cut out. He needs those what?
Oh, he needs those horrible
Loki
yellow
says he
eyes.
needs those horrible yellow eyes.
It would have been nice to get the accessory of the broken mask at least.
Yeah, for sure. I did like this look in the movie a lot, though. I think I'm the opposite of you, Poncho. I think the purple added a lot. I think that looks sick as hell.
I don't know why. I really enjoyed that too, just because it was just such a callback to the comics that we never got.
That's what I like. I mean, like I don't know. I was expecting it. I was just expecting more.
You like the idea of it.
I like the idea. I love the idea.
Execution was not for you.
Yeah, I'm the same with Coca-Cola. I like the idea of it, but it's not for me.
You changed Coke to Pepsi. Yeah, perfect.
So this is $409.99.
Crazy. That's a crazy.
Oh, speaking of 1/6 scale, Mondo.
Oh
Battle
yeah. Thank God I don't give a shit about fucking. Well, I thought I don't give a shit about Master of the Universe, but not enough to buy these.
I mean, this is the point that I was making, I think, last week too, as far as like, I mean, it's a great time to be a Motu collector, but only if you're a Motu collector. Like, you have to only be into Motu because there's so much stuff, and they're hitting you from all angles right now. You want your toy recreations from when you were a kid. You want your modernized figures from Masterverse, or You want the cream of the crop that rises to the top.
Yeah, these are 1/6 scale poncho, and there's a picture
Holy
of
shit.
there you go, the smallest employee.
Smallest employee.
Yeah.
They're employing Todd's tactics.
There has never been a more, in terms of Motu product, there's never been a more literal interpretation of the "my kingdom for a horse" metaphor. It's either 500 for the mount for He-Man in 1/6 scale, or the entire kingdom of Eternia for $50 more for your small scale figures.
That's true.
And I think I'm going with the horse.
Yeah, this Battle Cat is just so ridiculously impressive. Fucking nuts.
Yeah,
just like
and
you
it
were,
has
glad I don't give
a
a
bunch
shit
of
about this.
interchangeable pieces, so you can get a bunch of different looks out of it too. There's like the original helmet that's like, you know, as the original toy appeared, with some like cool design. I saw Pixel Dan's video on this, and like the saddle here has like crazy little like cat details into it too. It's like a very intricate sculpt on the saddle and stuff. And then the armor pieces are all removable, so you get your regular Cringer, and then you can put the regular Cringer head on it, complete with a little snaggle tooth. Look at that.
So Cringer head.
And then Cringer head.
So no head.
Not just Cringer head, little Cringer puppy too.
No, I was really disappointed. I watched your stream this Monday, Fabio.
Oh, thanks.
You really, you really didn't. It was like you purposely did it. You were talking about the magical enhancement set. You were like, yeah, he comes with Oculus head. You just moved on. You didn't say anything. I was like, wow, this is fucking embarrassing. He didn't hit us with the Oculus head. I was like,
I
what's
don't
going
have the
on
sound
here?
drop, so
Doesn't matter.
feels a little too much of it. I don't want to alienate the audience, you know.
was like a-
sorry.
I have my own memes over there.
You know that meme of that old man like taking off his headset all sad? That was me.
Yeah, just the FBI agent.
Yeah, the FBI agent. Like, oh man, man, fucking say it.
I kind of felt bad because when I was on Kevin's stream, like people came into Kevin's stream saying "so no head" on Kevin's
Yes.
stream.
Yeah, that was incredible. Everybody just kept fucking spamming so no. And when he would pull up it pulls up random comments
Yeah,
on the screen, and a lot of them were so no head.
so no head.
Oh yeah, another so no head. Kevin, shout out to Kevin.
Oh man.
Just had a stream with Kyle.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Ryan
I
was supposed
watched
to be
that
there.
one on. I haven't seen all of it yet, but I had to go back and I popped in while wearing sideburns from set to be like, "Hey, get y'all on the replay."
Yeah, Ryan was supposed to be there, but I guess scheduling didn't match up, so it was just a Kyle and Kevin. But it was going to be a Super 7 versus Marvel Legends. It was going to be great. Not really. That was
Dude, Ebony Leopard is right. This is as big as an actual house cat. You could probably put this saddle on your real cat. Ancho, that's gotta be worth it for you to buy it, to at least try that.
Gotta put this on bills.
There's
Come
no
on.
fucking way.
Oh, that cat loves you, man. I don't know what you're talking.
Dude. And then along with this, they are also re-releasing a new version of a classic He-Man. I believe it's like it's the original one that was released was like a deluxe, and this is like a more standard edition re-release without as much stuff. But that looks tight. I feel like it's got like a different harness, because I think the harness they did originally was like more stylized. And then this one they went back and did like the classic harness.
Classic.
He's even got real fur on his boots and his loincloth. Come on.
The boots with the fur.
The whole club is looking at her, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, dude. This is awesome.
Fantastic.
Love it. Love it. Okay, that's it. That's it for all the stuff we're talking about. Here it is on display in person with the battle armor He-Man.
Wow.
Whoa.
That little snaggletooth is crazy.
Yeah. Little He-Man over here. Big little
But damn,
He-Man.
he has the special armor.
Yeah, I think this is the
Forget the name
this
of that
version
armor.
that's coming out, because it has the battle armor and the regular harness, or I guess it's the power harness, excuse me.
Power harness, there we go.
Yeah. And then they have Revelation Skellingtor.
Yeah, and then I sent in the chat that news. It was like broken by like looks like some sort of toy magazine. I don't really know what it is. Broke the news, Toy Collector magazine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Toy Collector magazine issue 2, issue 1 is already out.
That works.
And I didn't get it. A lot of people I know supported it. I didn't check it out.
I didn't know this was a thing. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a new, Toy Collector magazine.
Is it an actual magazine or is it like a zine?
It's a magazine. Yeah, they actually
sick.
ship it to you and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll go back and get it. Hopefully they still have issue 1, but bi-monthly. And issue 2 has the first exclusive first look at the silhouettes of the Big Bad Toy Store original toy line, whatever it might be. It's a new 112 line.
Could it be?
Fantastic. They're not dummies. They know what scale to fucking go with.
Yep.
Interesting. It's interesting. Oh yeah, Fabio, I was meaning to ask, are you gonna go to Designer Con?
I think I am, yeah.
Are your boys gonna be there? Or are they no-shows?
Who?
Mezco?
Mezco's not gonna be there. Super 7's gonna be there.
Oh.
So yeah, I'll be hanging out, be around.
Fantastic.
It's a fun con. Like, it's not as much to like buy unless you're like, into like prints and like art from artists. It's like a big giant artist alley almost, It's a lot more intimate, I guess, like that. But it's a lot of the people who like work for the bigger toy companies that are there with like their own side projects, that type of thing. Hopefully, hopefully Adam Van Wickler, playing with myself, is out there showing off something for the Cursed Dead. Hello, we've been waiting. Even Phil Ramirez is like, yeah, we'd love to get back to Cursed Dead, but we be busy. They would be busy.
Isn't that doesn't Gene say Gene do like a big booth there?
I think he does, yeah. Yeah, a lot of those, people do stuff like that, so down to check out whatever they got. In fact, the first time I went to Decon, or I guess it was like the last Decon before the pandemic, maybe like that's my second time ever going there. But in 2019, Kyle from Super 7 had a booth there with his mythical metalheads, and I didn't know him at the time, and I probably like looked at his booth and was like, "Oh, cool," and then like happened. But hopefully, other people are there and check out. I'm more cognizant of all that stuff, and I can like check it out and not just be there for Mezco like I was that year.
Fantastic.
But yeah, so you should come down. Let's go to Decon. Let's wear our best sneakers. Let's wear old thrifted t-shirts. Just go flex on them.
You're really speaking my language now.
It's for real Wonka fans.
This is for real Wonka fans at this point.
Anywho, that is the end of topics.
That's it.
What's next?
Beautiful. After show.
Hey, welcome to the after show.
Hey, how's it going? Rick?
What's up?
Did you see Black Adam?
No.
No!
Oh.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I saw it Thursday.
I was gonna go yesterday if I got let out of work early enough, but I got out at like 10. I didn't feel like finding something, and then I was gonna go after the gym today, and I was like, I kind of want to take a nap before the podcast. So I might watch tonight or tomorrow. Who knows?
I promise you this: as soon as this podcast is over, I'm fucking leaving. I'm going to go watch this movie.
Yeah, all right. I might do the same then.
I just kept putting it off because I think to myself like, but I don't really want to have an excuse to be late to the podcast. Like, I want to give myself that like form of laziness. Like whenever, like I'm sure all of us can relate. Like as soon as you have something that's right before the podcast, you're like, maybe I won't do it today.
Yeah, exactly.
It's easy to talk yourself out of it. Like give yourself an excuse. Like, well, I'm gonna go watch Black Adam at 2, and maybe when I'm out of there, I'm gonna be tired, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I almost didn't even go to the gym for that reason. I'm like, I kind of want to relax today before the podcast, but no, the mindset won't allow it.
So I think I'm gonna go right after this. Go watch it because I'm hearing good things audience wise. Fucking critics are acting like this thing is like the the fucking Birds of Prey movie, but
which I believe was described as the drizzling shits.
the drizzling shit.
No,
Jesus
that's some of the
Christ.
terminology. I would never say that, but that's some of the terminology.
I would never say it.
No.
What's your non-spoiler review, Pancho?
Okay, non-spoiler review. I'm going to throw the spoiler tag up just in case.
Okay. Are we talking? And we know your bar for movies is very high because you
absolutely
love Morbius.
Yeah, I saw Morbius and I didn't walk out of the theater, so my bar is very high.
Okay, all right. So
I'll put
that's
the spoiler tag up for any sweethearts in the chat. Just
so we're grading this on a bell curve, just to be fair.
I will say the movie was okay. Out of all the movies I saw this year, it was definitely one of them, for sure. It's like par for the course for DC movies. Take that however you want it. I liked Aquaman. I even really liked the Snyder Cut. I love the Snyder Cut, but Aquaman was just fun for me. This was fun. It's an excuse for The Rock to be The Rock for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, however long this is.
Sick.
And
smolder.
He did smolder. He does. He does a lot of long pauses before saying cool lines.
Whoa! All right, I'm in.
I don't know. It was nice. It was fine. It was a fine movie. Oh god, I almost threw my Ironheart off my computer desk. I will say the only complaint I have about it is there is a child actor in the movie, and it's almost like he was too old to like play the character he was meant to play. And I swear to God, they ADR'd every single line he has in the movie with either himself or a younger sounding actor. Like, it's crazy.
I'm gonna keep a lookout for that.
It's crazy. Fat Man says, I saw Black Adam today. It was a big disappointment for me. Felt like an early 2000s superhero movie. Felt very Morbius or Daredevil, painfully average. I hear and respect you, Fat Man. I wouldn't say it's that terrible. It's definitely no Daredevil.
I mean, the only Daredevil comparison you can possibly make is that it had Evanescence on the soundtrack.
Baby, yup.
Omega Weapon says the storyline was written like it was a 90s action movie. I agree with that. Yes.
Considering that he's been working on this movie for 15 years, it wouldn't surprise me if they finished the script 15 years ago.
Very true.
And didn't do anything.
It seems like it does seem a little outdated because like the first like 10 minutes is just an exposition dump of like of 2000 years ago or whatever. And that to me feels like very, very old superhero-ish type storytelling. Whereas now there would just be like the first act of the movie would just be in that time period, and it wouldn't be exposition. It would just be part of the plot.
Listen, it's a The Rock movie. What else am I expecting if not basically an early 2000s action film?
That's true. Bland Boy says, to be fair, what did you expect from a movie starring The Rock? Exactly.
Dude, exactly. I'm here for that.
I'm expecting Hobbs and Shaw without Shaw. That's what I'm expecting.
Just Hobbs.
You know what? I said it last week, but I got the end credits spoiled for me. It was just everywhere. I don't know how anyone on social media did not get spoiled for it.
I dodged it. I dodged it. I couldn't believe it.
Wow, what'd you think? What'd you think when you saw it?
I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, okay, cool. I figured that's what it was. Especially after a certain person in the community was very excited about it. And I was like, okay, well, I know what it is now.
Surely not Dallas James.
It could or could not be Dallas James. Who even knows?
Okay. All right. Okay, but one question, non-spoiler, please.
Want to know what, Adam? I'll tell you why.
No, but seriously, did this change the hierarchy of the DCEU forever?
I don't know. I don't think so. I would say if there's one thing that I liked about this movie that is different from other stuff is like they weren't afraid to just throw new characters in there without having to go in this crazy expedition dump. Like when they introduced like the Justice Society, it was like these are who they are, this is what they do, and that's it. And then you just learn about them throughout the movie, which I thought was a nice like change of pace for them. And like and to be honest, like the Justice Society, like they were really cool, especially Dr. Fate. I mean, I generally really love Dr. Fate. I think he's really cool.
And Mezco figure.
I don't have the Mezco figure, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
But it's a great figure. But I will say that like he was done a lot of, what do you call it? A lot of favor was done to him because a lot of his sequences were just copied homework from Marvel, basically.
Nice.
So, yeah,
did they change it up a little so the teacher can't tell?
They did. They sure did.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was my hope that like, okay, even if this movie's just okay, at least Doctor Strange is gonna be good. I mean, Dr. Fate is gonna be good. And
Freudian slip.
Sure enough, everybody tells me the same thing. Like, oh yeah, Dr. Fate is the best part of this movie.
Yeah, Dr. Fate is generally the best part, and like they couldn't have casted a better guy. Like Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate is like really cool to me. Yeah. Like that's like a level of fan casting that you never expect to like actually happen. And then it happened, and I was like, oh fuck. And then he was like kind of down for it, and I was like, all right, tight. It's just it's just fine. It's just a fine movie.
Okay. I wonder if they're gonna do another HBO Max drop. It came out after the film. I don't know if The Rock said it, or I don't know if the producers said it, but it came out that originally this film was rated R, and it was really, really fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
They had to edit all of the fucked up things out.
Oh no!
Make it PG-13. So I'm curious if we'll ever see that rated R cut. But apparently there was like really, really like fucked up scenes, and like he was really over the top with how he killed people.
I could tell the first kill he does is like the gnarliest kill of the whole movie. He like this is light spoilers, but it's been in some of the trailers too. But like he like electrocutes a guy. He just like pumps this dude full of electricity, and he just like melts him into a skeleton. But it's like very graphic. Like I'm like, oh okay, because at the very beginning, like right before I saw the movie, I was like going through something like social media, and then somebody mentioned that like, oh, the fights are so fucking rad, and like they're like super gnarly and stuff, and I'm like, okay, tight, I guess that's really edgy, but sure, whatever. And then like sure enough, like the first kill he does is very gnarly, and I was like, oh shit, is it gonna be like this the whole time? And like a lot of this stuff was toned down after that, but like that's something I enjoy. I don't need it to be like fucked up or crazy. Like, I don't know.
Like you don't need The Boys level. You don't watch The Boys, actually.
I don't watch The Boys.
Yeah.
Boys. It's incredible.
The Boys is very gnarly and fucked up.
and it's incredible.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
I mean, that I wasn't even expecting it, you know. I didn't know anything about The Boys before the show. When that first A-Train scene, oof, I was like, holy shit.
God.
10 out of 10 show right away.
So you were saved by WB for not having that the entire film.
True. It is what it is.
Was it?
I mean, I don't know.
All right. Okay. Enough. I'll go see it. Jesus. Push me into it. We talked about She-Hulk at the top of the show too.
Yeah, we did. You didn't really not much more to say. I saw it. It was good. That's it.
I thought it was good.
It's fine.
What else? Rings of Power. Kind of a shitty ending.
Oh, it's done?
Yeah, it's done.
I heard.
Like the season is.
How about fucking Fire and Blood leaking online like days ago, huh?
The script got leaked, for finale of House of Dragon.
Oh, the whole episode.
The whole
I've seen
episode
it.
did?
I
Oh, I
watched.
misunderstood.
I watched it already.
What?
Yeah, it's leaked online. It was really incredible.
All right, I gotta check that out. Oh, excuse
Really
me.
good. What an incredible show. Just so good.
Yeah, it's been on fire. Dragons. Dude, Rings of Power. I think I even talked about it last week, but there's like there's the same scene in both shows, and one of them is done like drastically better. Like the actual dialogue writing of House of Dragon is so much better, but Rings of Power like still has. They're very different. Like they're both fantasy shows or whatever. One of them is like high fantasy, Rings of Power, and then House of Dragon is like gritty fantasy, and it's different. You know, it's a little less sword and sorcery and more like medievally, you know, or whatever. But it has its sword and sorcery to it for sure. But just the dialogue and everything is so much better. Rings of Power does a really. You can see like the budget dripping off of every scene in Rings of Power, just from the production design to like everything. It's very well done, and I think they did a good job of kind of like cycling some things back where like you can tell a scene at the very end of in this montage at the end episode with Halbrand and Galadriel, and you can tell it was like shot at the same time as the original time we saw those settings, and it's very visually consistent and like really well done in that sense. Like visually it's very stunning, but god damn, if they the theories that everybody had that was so painfully obvious from the beginning of the show. Obviously, this person is this person. Obviously, this person is going to be that person. It's going to be revealed who they are. No. They made it seem like, oh, no, there's this big secret. We're gonna have this twist or whatever. It's exactly who everybody thought it was going to be from the beginning. Every single theory was completely accurate. It was so painfully obvious. And then this last episode, we didn't even get another scene with the dwarves. Like they just left the dwarves after the second to last episode, and it's just like, okay, they had their tease, but it goes no further than that. Like, okay, that's it. And instead we got like 20 minutes with the Harfoots saying goodbye. Remember how Return of the King ended like 4 times? Well, it's the Harfoots.
I'll never forget being in the theater thinking that like it was over so I could use the bathroom 4 separate times.
Yeah.
I remember, and I'm sure I even said it on this very show. As soon as I found out that show was going to go head to head with Game of Thrones, I was like, "Damn, what a stupid move! A dumb thing to do."
No.
There's no way. Like, how could you be so up your own ass? You're going to take on the biggest show ever.
That's the J Dog for you, Jeffy.
Yeah. That's Jeffy B.
Jeffy B. No, that was a colossal mistake. They should have waited for House of Dragon to end, and then in between seasons of House of Dragon, people can get their fantasy fix through it, and then not having it like direct comparison, in competition, people would have been like, oh, it was fine or whatever. But just because the 2 shows were airing, up until last week, up until this week, I guess, were airing concurrently, then you can so clearly draw a line between the 2 of them and see which one's so much better.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I thought to myself, like, why wouldn't you wait until it's over so you could give the fans that were watching House of Dragon, like, you could give them something to watch. Like, oh, House of Dragon is gone. We're not going to get it for so and so amount of time. Like, oh, but at least we got Rings of Power now.
Yeah.
And, obviously the comparisons are still going to be made.
Yeah.
But you're not going to have to fight and have like people choose with what they want to watch, because that's what people are doing. Strange move, and I hope they don't do it again.
And then Andor is still airing too. I think there's like a couple episodes left. It's fine. I'm not like huge on it.
I thought the first 2 episodes were its highest points.
It moves pretty slow. Last week was probably the most exciting episode because they're pulling off like the heist and all that stuff. But this one was a lot more like good. This last episode was a lot more like political maneuvering. I think they're trying to do like a Game of Thrones kind of thing with it too, where the dialogue was pretty good in terms of them doing a lot of double speak, and it's fine. You know, I think it may be same kind of thing. Just because because House of Dragon is going on right now, everything is kind of getting compared to it. Whoa. You just turned your hat backwards. Are you ready to throw a Pokeball? You ready to catch?
God damn it. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. That's all I had. It's fine.
Well, before I forget, Kyle House hit us with 5 earlier, said, I commented on Boog's second interview saying how great it was, and some dude just replied to me saying, quote, I found your burner account. Thanks for the info.
What?
Fuck?
What the hell?
Dude, the amount of people that are convinced that Sunny 994 or whatever
Is you?
comments, yo, Bob, you killing it, is my burner account. Bro, I barely run my own account. Why the hell would I have a burner?
Hey, you're killing it, brother. Running 2 accounts
Dude,
at the same time.
somebody commented that on the last podcast episode. It's the most liked comment on that episode.
I love it.
What the hell?
Not even him. Like somebody, maybe it was him actually.
Maybe it's his burner account.
Dude, so good. That's floated to the top of the merch ideas for me.
Fat Man also hit us with 5 saying Hawkman with the superheroes don't kill stuff made no sense to me. He does say that in the film. He said that's the difference between us and villains. Superheroes don't kill. That doesn't make sense to me. DCU has shown Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman murdering dudes. Black Adam fits right in. The Justice Society is on some sort of a pedestal, you see. They're real heroes. They don't kill.
Yeah.
They just torture and mentally break people. I don't fucking know.
Oh, are you spoiling the movie? Because I'm about to go see it.
Now talk. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right.
Somebody's in the waiting room.
You want to do a call in?
We could do a call in.
But they're like streaming something, it says.
No scope. Are you just gonna do a text to speech horrible nonsense? We've had that happen.
We have had that happen. That is true.
He's hosting a YouTube party.
He's partying,
What kind of
man.
party?
Having a party.
Is it a pants party? Is there a party in your
Really?
pants?
And
He's gonna
and
talk like a
I'm in-
monster.
All right.
I'm
Maybe
invited.
not. All right.
No, I don't.
All right. You want to take us out, Fabio? Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Well, let's do plugs first. Poncho, what you got going on?
I am working on Posing Ain't Easy. So I'm probably gonna have an episode out tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But in the meantime, just check out my Instagram. I've been doing OcTOYber every single day this year, so I'd really appreciate it if you checked out my photos and let me know what you thought. I worked really hard on them.
Yeah, you did.
So
They look great.
It's working.
that's it. And before I finish my plugs, I want to give a big shout out to No Scope Drink Prime. Happy birthday, brother, tomorrow, if that actually is your real information. Or if this is a burner account, I'm not really sure. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
That's it for me. Check out my YouTube at Poncheesy. Maybe a new episode of Posting Easy tomorrow, which will probably be going over my first half of OcTOYber. I don't really know. I know I put out a video on the first OcTOYber talking about the first 10 days of OcTOYber 2019. I have not released a video with the next 21 days, but maybe I'll do something. I want to stay concurrent, and I'll do the first half of OcTOYber for 2022, and then I'll figure it out. But yeah, check out my YouTube and check out my Instagram, and that's it for me.
Rick?
What up? Me, Rick, and I'm still on Instagram. I'm looking for shit. I'm fucking finding it and I'm posting it. So follow me on Instagram.
There it is.
Okay. All right. Say less.
Bobby, I'll go ahead and kill it with your plugs, brother.
Sure. Hey, I'm Fobster. My friends call me Fobster, at least, at Fobster360 on Instagram. Fobster here on YouTube. I stream every Mezco Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I will not be streaming this Monday, however, because I will be back in the 70s. But
Whoa, parts on
I do have a contest, a giveaway going up right now. So if you go to my contest announcement stream from last week, you can throw a hashtag up in there in the replay gang in the comments. Be a part of the sinister thing I call the replay gang, which is blood in, blood out, Patos Locos forever.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Those locos.
Yeah, that's right. And get an entry in. All the people who watched it live that day got up to 3 entries in. So good for them. Wait, don't close it out yet.
No, sorry. Like I switched to the scene for wrap up, and like if it had it had it to autoplay. I wasn't playing you off or anything.
I was like, wait, I gotta wrap it up. I hear the music. Yeah, go if you want to get an entry in, go hashtag it in that video contest announcement. I was gonna maybe do the winners this coming week, but I won't get to because I'm working. So the 31st, Halloween, falls on a Mezco Monday. So I am doing a Halloween special. There will be tricks, treats, ghouls and gals will be there. I don't know about gals, but ghouls, there will be ghoulishness for sure.
Might be a gal. Never know.
Yeah, so hopefully y'all come through, see who gets the tricks and the treats, and we can all have a spooky old time together. So go follow me, subscribe, YouTube, Fobster, Instagram, Fobster360. And this has been the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 212, Saturday night with the boys. That's right.
212. What up? What up? 212.
Everybody in the 212, throw your hands in the air because Fat Joe is through. And
you guys can't see it, but I'm doing the same hand gesture that Poncho's doing.
I saw it. So thanks for watching, everybody. As always, you can follow Boog too. Boog _ A.C.B.A. Instagram. You're already on his channel, so make sure you're subscribed for future episodes and more content. And make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
Goodbye.
And watch the skies. I bet this no-scope crime dude is a guy.